left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Indiana basketball.
High school basketball on WZBD is brought to you by the many community-minded sponsors you'll hear during this broadcast. They're fans too, and they're proud to bring you every exciting minute of basketball action on Channel Z, 92.7 FM.
And we welcome you to Gainbridge Fieldhouse for the 50th IHSA Girls Basketball State Tournament as we get set for the Class 3A State Finals between the Norwell Lady Knights 22-6 and number 1 ranked Greensburg 27-0. Dave Nathan with you along with the coach Lou Koning. And Coach, another exciting matchup here for the Norwell Lady Knights, their second straight trip down to Gainbridge.
And they've had them all. You know, I mean, they went through a lot of struggles this year at times and came out on top when they needed to. And, you know, they're down here. You can't win if you don't get down here. And they're down here, and they got a great shot, even though the team they're playing is undefeated. But it doesn't mean anything right now.
Yes, and as we'll hear here in just a matter of moments, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Eric Thornton earlier this week, just giving us a look back at how the season has gone basically since from this time 1 year ago. Of course, a very senior-laden team, 7 seniors. And, of course, Vanessa Rossworm, the only non-senior that saw the floor here last year. We'll talk about that and just some of the changes that Coach Thornton has had to go through really throughout the course of the season.
Yeah, you know, and he's got the young kids that come along, the sophomores and juniors are playing really well for them. And he always gets kids to come in and play that hard, that well every year. So nothing shocks me with Coach Thornton. He's one of the best coaches that I know around here. And it's proven in mainly the last 2 or 3 years. Yeah,
and the fact that he is actually the 5th most wins among active coaches with 474, ranks at 12th all time. And of course, has been a bit of a interesting path as we take a look back at their postseason path to Gainbridge in their sectional, which they hosted. And they defeated Marion 81-28, win over Mississinawa 64-16. Then the sectional championship against their arch rival, that being the Belmont Braves, ended up winning that one a 57-39 score. In the regional, they defeated East Noble 72-48. Then the semi-state last week, the score may not really show it. It was actually a close game really through the first half and early into the third quarter, but they ended up extending that lead to defeat Delta 74-44. And in the rematch in the semi-state championship, defeated number 5 Columbia City 61-53. Meanwhile, for the Greensburg Pirates, again, 27-0 on the season. And their sectional path, they defeated Lawrenceburg 55-39, a win over South Dearborn 62-24, and then defeated Jennings County 60-50. In the regional, they defeated number 3 Washington 50-43. And then in the semi-state, defeated Evansville Central, who's ranked number 4, 83-71, and defeated Roncalli 71-58. And in case you're wondering, that a 7-point win by the Pirates over Washington, the second closest game they've had all year. They also had a 7-point win against Silver Creek, who, by the way, finished number 2 in Class 3A. Their only other close game was to a 4A ranked team in Plainfield that they won 53-51. So that's been the only close game they've had throughout the course of the season.
They played a lot of 4A schools to, I guess help it, maybe get them better, play a little bit better competition. But anytime you go undefeated, you're doing things well. Yeah. And tonight they got to carry that, to beat a very good Norwell team.
And when we come back, we will hear from the Norwell Knights and Coach Eric Thornton, a nice sit-down interview we had earlier this week. We'll hear from him after this as you're listening to the Class 3A State Championship here on WZBD.
at Adams Medical Group Primary Care. At every stage of life, your primary care provider stands ready to offer same-day treatment. And if you need a higher level of care, our primary care team can direct you to the most appropriate care Adams offers. Primary care at Adams Medical Group, close by and compassionate.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this, I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this, they actually say it's called service. Insurance with a local agent, it's called service. Call State Farm agent Aaron Doherty in Bluffton today.
Family Ford of Bluffton knows the importance of strong family values and the success of the Norwell Lady Knights basketball team. Family Ford is proud to help support this radio broadcast of the state finals. Win or lose, Norwell has shown the dedication, perseverance, and strength of character that has helped them get to the state finals game 2 years in a row. Congratulations to the parents, grandparents, devoted fans, and the entire Norwell community for helping to make this a reality. Family Ford applauds you.
Since 1951, Bill's Roofing and Siding has been serving Wells County and surrounding areas, helping homeowners protect their home and in some cases bring it back to life. From metal and shingle roofing to siding, gutters, repairs, and storm damage, our experienced team has you covered rain or shine. Call Bill's Roofing and Siding Incorporated at 260-622-0178 and join us in cheering for our Norwell Lady Knights. Ladies, your hard work, heart, and determination inspires our entire community. Bring it home, Lady Knights.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, this Class 3A state championship game between Norwell and Greensburg. And as I mentioned, had a chance earlier this week to catch up with head coach of the Norwell Lady Knights, and Eric Thornton. Well, Coach, it's back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, another state championship game. And let's just go back to last season and, of course, your first visit to Gainbridge with Gibson Southern. A very senior-laden team, a very experienced team that ended up falling on the short end of the scoreboard. Once that goes away, all the seniors have their last games, their last moments with you. That turnaround to realize, okay, we have a younger team now. How are we going to look?
Yeah, I remember that feeling that that was our shot. That's the instant feeling you have and the thoughts that go through your mind. So it just took some time to reflect on that, and then. The great thing about basketball is you start thinking about the next season very quickly as you make plans for June and you get ready for all those events and things that you want your kids to be a part of. So the focus initially is what we lost, but then it was awesome to think about what we have coming back. And you don't have it all figured out, obviously, and it takes some time, but. The way this group is, they've always been successful, and you saw them every day go against our varsity, and you start putting the pieces together, and you realize that this could be a pretty special group as well.
And of course, the one linchpin between last year and this year, Vanessa Rossworm. When did you know where she was going to fit in the lineup this year?
Yeah, it was mid-June. We had been rolling there for a while and hadn't played her. Outside of her normal spot for her first 2 years on varsity, and it's again point guard is not even something that it's in my mind. It's not even in my mind that Vanessa would be playing at the point. And so a couple weeks into June we get down to get over to Findlay University annually. We take all of our teams there, high school and middle school, to go play a bunch of games in a 2-day team camp. And it was some games into it, not even the first game at Findlay, that I told Vanessa before the game I'm going to play at point guard. And so she accepted it, as she always would. And I think she really enjoyed that. And you could see, okay, this is a good thing. And she was successful at it right away. And she loves to play fast and look to get the ball down the floor with a pass or a dribble, and that's how we want to run our fast break. And she was excellent at it, and we went from there and kind of filling in the other pieces in our roster, and took some time this season for our rotation, but that's kind of back where it all started.
And of course, with Vanessa, you could tell just from when I first saw you at the state championship last year, you could see those leadership tendencies kind of show up, even with all the seniors she was playing with. But I'm assuming that really ramped up once June hit and once the season really started rolling.
Yeah, she and I had a conversation in the spring, and it was great. I love V for so many reasons, but her maturity and ability to kind of share her thoughts, verbalize those is, I loved our seniors. And she really meant that. And I'm sure she still does, but she was so excited to be able to do this now with the girls that she played with, growing up in our program. And I think you see the result of how much they enjoy playing together and how good they are. And they've always been good coming up through our program. And, having her back, the experiences that she's gone through her first 2 years, the big games, the big wins, the tournament runs. Freshman year, we got beaten regional in a tough loss to Hamilton Heights. Last year, her sophomore year, being a third leading scorer on our team, and just knew she knew she could do more, and she wanted to do more. And I think she was excited about this season for all those reasons.
And then we move on to the start of the season, preseason, get everything squared away. And then you decide to have Murderers Row to start off your season.
We did. I think we probably could argue that we might want to spread those out a little bit more. But sometimes you have to play people when it fits on their schedule and your schedule. The great thing about working with Kelby Waybright, our athletic director, we have great conversations, shortly after the season is, hey, what openings do we have? We really need to make some changes. Want to add this team that's really good. And it's really going to be hard to beat them. And we may not beat them, but it's going to push us to get better quicker. And that philosophy here lately, especially in the last couple years, has really paid off for our teams. It's hard. It's hard to go through something like that stretch we went through. And I don't see many teams doing that, at least around our area. There are teams in our area that we probably could play, but they might choose not to play us, and we might not choose to play them just because we're looking for something different, a different experience, and not just being here in our local area. So we're allowed to travel a little bit more. We're allowed to, have tough stretches like this, and our team is a result of how they've approached that schedule and how they've come out the other side of it.
And speaking of that schedule, just when did you know that when you finally got your lineup set, everything really started to click?
It took longer than I hoped for. We got to that mid-January, lost to that Belmont in that Belmont game by 3. And I remember thinking, we've probably beaten everybody we should have beaten, and we haven't beaten anybody that maybe most people would think you shouldn't beat. We called it a breakthrough win. We didn't feel like we had a breakthrough win at that point of the season, and here we are in mid-January, and we don't feel like we have a win that you can go, that was a really good win. And that was something we talked about. You still don't have your breakthrough win, but it's coming, and that came in sectional. That came in the sectional championship against Belmont. That was the one. And we had been playing well before that, after the first Belmont loss. But in between, I think our kids, things clicked. And I think it was as a result of the pain that comes with losing those tough games, especially to rivals. That's hard to watch a Belmont team who is very deserving to beat us. It's hard to watch the students, storm the court and have a big pile up there as you're trying to get your kids off the floor. That's not fun. It's something that we watched on video. It's a feeling that our girls didn't like, and it's something that they did what they needed to do with it. That was the fuel there. I think they got tired of it. I think they knew that they were better than that, and I don't think they liked that moment. Very competitive group, and I think they did what they needed to do, and as a result, we're playing in the state championship.
Of course, just that turnaround, knowing you'll have to see them again in the sectionals, and the fact that this time it wasn't on their floor. Thankfully, it was on your floor this time, and you had your student section really behind you.
We did, and we knew that was coming. but I want to win every game, you know.
Who doesn't?
Exactly. And my dad said after this is going to be a blessing for you guys. You know, you definitely trade that sectional win for a conference win. And I didn't want to hear any of that at that point. I said, Dad, I want to win them all, so I don't agree with you. And he said, okay, well, you just watch. And, you know, again, our kids have grown. We are a young team that has grown up right in front of our eyes this season. They've been good. They've had success, but not at this level. It's different at this level. And they have taken all of the challenges and have played through the ups and downs, and they've become a tremendous team. And while the expectations outside of our program might not have been this, to be playing at Gainbridge, this group always believed it. And there was frustrations along the way, but it wasn't being frustrated with each other. It was just being frustrated that they weren't getting over that hump. And that had to be what they took ownership of.
And then we move on to the regionals, of course, in your arch nemesis's building in the Northeast State de facto tournament that you guys have had so far with the East Noble. And we've talked about you always want to get on that strong start, and that was the case when you played East Noble.
We had played them just,
Like 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks before that, and we played so well up there. The second time this season has been proved. The second game against somebody it's never the same game twice. So you're thinking that can't happen again. It was actually better the second time around, which was surprising. 29-2, I think it was at the end of the first quarter. Just a tremendous stretch of basketball. Obviously, we didn't sustain that for the rest of the game, but really didn't need to. We just needed to continue to play hard and play well. And a team like East Noble, that's coming, is going to make a run. And they played with a lot of pride too. So I thought that regional game was obviously within reach to advance. And it's something that we had a whole week to prepare on a floor that we had played on during the season, which I do think helps.
Then we move on to semi-state, moving to another floor that you're used to in Huntington North. Go up against Delta, a very quickly a building program with their coach and a couple outstanding players that you guys got a little bit of a help in foul trouble with.
Yeah, we did. We had two starters sitting on the bench there in the second quarter when they made their run, and I think the bar girl is exceptional. I think she's one of the best players we've played against all year. She did a great job on Vanessa with her pressure, with her length and athleticism, and and she's so strong. That going into halftime, they had all the momentum on their side, and our kids came out in the second half and played exceptionally well. But again, that's a little bit of a trap game, mentally, because Columbia City is sitting there, and they probably had the easier of the two games. For sure. And so, for us, it was focusing on Delta all week and trying not to look past them. I think human nature, there's a little bit of that creeps in, and we continue to remind our kids, narrow the focus. We have to get to that night game, and I think Delta is going to be back. I think they're going to be back there next year. They have a great thing going, and Coach has done a great job there. So. And I think they'll use that experience too for an advantage. But that was a tough game, to get past them and then face Columbia City for the second time.
And then going to face Columbia City, and just the fact that when you played them in mid-December, you had that tough stretch in the third quarter, outscored 31-14. You pretty much need to play a full 32 minutes against Columbia City. Didn't quite this time, but I think what really helped was just the fact that you got their star in foul trouble, especially in the first half.
Sure. There's, as we've said, find a way. There's so many different ways to win a basketball game and things that happen. And, that little stretch, I even think it was, I know we watched that third quarter after the Columbia City game, and we pointed out, situation after situation. 7 points is, you really need about maybe three things to happen differently, than what it did. So our stretch was, we got, and then the whole quarter we got outscored 31-17 in one quarter, 31-17. But most of that damage was actually done in about a 3-minute period. We played so poorly. in a 3-minute stretch, and Columbia City took advantage of every single mistake that we made, like good teams do. We paid for it. We deserved to lose that game based upon that stretch. And that was something that had kind of been a common theme in our close losses to really, really good basketball teams. We'd always have one of those stretches. And we knew we couldn't do that again that night. The foul situation you don't anticipate. There is, obviously, that's a part of that game, and always will be. But our kids played well in that game, even when Baxter was on the floor. And you could argue that Baxter maybe gets some calls too that she's very deserving of because of her reputation. She's a really good player. She's hard to guard, and she's just a tremendous leader for her team. So our kids were ready for that game. The way they came out, I think shows how much they learned through the season from some of the moments we just talked about.
And especially when you move into that fourth quarter with Baxter actually on the floor, sustained amount of time, and when you saw her actually getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line, scoring 18 of her 26 points in the fourth quarter, was there a moment that you or your coaching staff was like, oh no, here it comes again?
Yeah, in fact, I know I I kind of lashed out at a couple of our assistants in that moment. We've been coaching together for a long time, so that's going to happen. I had flashbacks to the Noblesville game where we couldn't make a sideline inbounds pass with the lead, and if we could have just done that, we'd have won the game. And they stole it and went down and got an and one, and we ended up losing in overtime. So you get that feeling a little bit, and you see a player like Baxter put the team on her back because she's good enough to do that. And it's time for our kids to step up and make some plays. And we bent there a little bit, but you got to give a lot of credit to Columbia City there. They're a team that's good enough to win the state, and so they're going to attack and make that run, and you just have to play well enough down the stretch to get back control again, and we were able to do that.
And also just to go back to the semi-state and really throughout the course of the season, just the community support that you've had all year, especially this past Saturday and Saturday night, just outstanding how they filled up Huntington North.
It's hard to describe how that feels and what that does for your team. I want our fans to know that we cannot do this without them. We cannot make this run. We would not have won Saturday without that sea of blue that we saw on the other side. It was so cool to have them sitting across from us because you could feel the roar. It was overwhelming. It was tremendous for our kids, and our kids fed off of it. Our kids, that type of a crowd, it can be too big of a moment for some kids and some teams, and it wasn't for our team. We have great support here at home to be able to play a semi-state as close as Huntington North was for Columbia City as well. Yeah. The support that both schools had for their kids. How many high school kids get to play in an environment like that? It's something that our kids and myself included will never forget that.
Yeah, and just the fact that gym that holds 5,500, I'd say probably at least 5,000 were in there.
I agree. It was almost completely packed. There wasn't much room, and what a tremendous game for our fans. To be able to be there for our kids and our kids play as well as they did, and to be a part of that, to earn a trip to Gainbridge. There was nothing that could have been better than that night. We got to play against a rival opponent. We had to play well. We could avenge a loss, but more importantly, that was the ticket. That was the pathway for our team to get back down to Gainbridge, and our kids couldn't have handled it any better.
And of course, coming up tonight, going up against Greensburg, and really it's been a case throughout the course of the year. You normally have one person to look out for, two people on your scouting report. But for them, you have about four you have to look out for.
You do, and now they have their point guard back. The Harmon girl, number 10, who has not been playing in the state tournament. She had a broken collarbone. So now you throw that into it that other teams in the state tournament didn't have to face. So she's back, and I'll tell you, it's impressive to watch. They can score at all of those positions. They pressure you defensively. They're fun to watch. I'm thinking as a coach is, how do you stop, a couple players normally. Here, you're right. We've got to be able to defend 4 or 5 of them now that they have their point guard back. So 4 kids in double figures, it's unheard of. I don't know that I've ever coached against that. I maybe have. I don't remember coaching against that. And certainly, having to do it in the state finals is a tough task.
And speaking of, just what do you think are some of the keys that you need to look for your team, both offensively and then defensively, starting to stop those 4 and now 5 players?
Well, I think you look at how quickly that they attack. They attack so quickly. They're 3-4 passes. They're scoring. It's from all of their players. You cannot afford to have a bad possession offensively because of live ball turnovers. They're averaging 20 points per game on points off turnovers. That is close to 1/3 of their points. They've got 77% of their offensive averages are from shots in the paint, are from makes in the paint. So they're getting to the rim, they're getting it into West, their post player. They're scoring in transition, or they're scoring quickly in their half-court offense. It's literally every single possession down the floor, they're able to put that type of pressure on you. And when a team can score, it does put pressure on your offense then to be able to match that. And so we've got to be connected on the scoreboard right away. We've got to continue to attack them, put pressure on them so that we can stay close or even have the lead there early in the game. Have to get off to a good start. Can't dig a hole. We've got to get back in transition, and we have to have quality offensive possessions in order to make that happen.
And do you think just having that experience last year being at Gainbridge, I mean, granted, most of your players are gone from last year, but you basically had everyone either sitting on the bench or basically brought with you just to enjoy that experience. Do you think that'll help, that you'll have?
No question. No question that experience is irreplaceable. I feel that for our players, whether they were stepped on the court during the game or they were there for practice or they were there with us, all of that is experience. And even for myself as a coach and my coaching staff, I think that experience is irreplaceable. I think we look at this differently than last year in some ways. I don't know that we did anything wrong last year, but I always think you go through it the second time and go, I think we're going to do this a little bit differently than last year. And so the way our week has gone this week, we've been able to manage our time better. It's very time consuming throughout the week. I probably got wrapped up into tickets a little bit too much last year, and trying to, do this for this group and this for this group. And I remember feeling last year that I didn't get into the scout as early as I normally would because of all the demands that are with you. So I've pushed some of that away this year. I've delegated some of that into some tremendous people who have been able to help with it. So it's been good. That experience has been good, and I think just playing in front of a crowd like that in that awesome of a venue, I think there's a feeling of comfort. We're familiar with it. I think that helps us a lot.
And speaking of, is there anything that you have to do different as a coach being in a larger arena like that, how you coach your players?
Yeah, I think you have to have your players. I reminded them even on Saturday, you're going to have to look at me a lot. You're going to have to look at me, and then you're going to have to communicate very often and loudly. You're going to have small huddles on the court, when you can. And so the communication is very, very difficult to do. But for us, we're not a set it up type of team. You got to set it up all the time. It's very much a flow. I think our kids will handle that well. I think they've been able to play on a big stage all season with that type of a crowd. I think Saturday helps us, and that we can just continue to stay connected on the floor.
And then finally, let's wrap things up. Let's talk about the 2 seniors you have in your squad.
Yeah, Rylan Graft and Mackenzie Beck. I'm so proud of them. I know that they've suffered injuries here towards the end of the season. Mackenzie's been injured often throughout the season, and Rylan here towards the end. And they're not able to be in uniform on Saturday and throughout the state tournament. But those kids have continued to be great teammates. I think that kind of defines who they've been in their careers for us. Rylan's been a big part of our success for these 4 years, and has just been a positive influence on our team. We're very proud of her. We're also very proud of Mackenzie. Mackenzie played her freshman and sophomore years, chose not to play last year to focus on volleyball, and then we had a nice talk here this past spring about her returning and what her role would be, and her being okay with that, and just being very honest with her. It's just a great conversation to have with her. Both those kids are sweet kids. Both of those kids are caring teammates. Both of those girls have been so supportive of our team throughout this stretch, and they're a big part of the reason for our success. Committed kids who are going to do really, really well at the next level in college, and they're going to be great wives and mothers, and they're going to be great leaders, and they're going to continue to add value to whatever organization that they're a part of, just like they have for us.
Well, Coach, again, we thank you for the time as we prepare for Saturday in the state finals, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Again, that was Coach Eric Thornton. I had a chance to catch up with him earlier this week. When we come back, we will take a look at the starting lineups, get you all set up for the tip-off in the Class 3A State Finals Championship game between 27-0 Greensburg and 22-6 Norwell. You're listening to the 3A State Finals on WZBD.
Clink Sales, Decatur's GE branchless appliance store, has over 400 GE appliances in stock, ready for delivery or customer pickup today. From the huge GE bottom freezer refrigerators to the small 17 cubic foot, GE gas and electric ranges, GE dishwashers, microwaves, and of course GE laundry, top and front load. All available at Clink Sales, 1125 Southampton Drive, Decatur.
She shoots, she scores. How exciting! Good luck, Norwell Lady Knights.
This is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton. We're also excited about all of our new beautiful arrivals. Diamond fashion pendants, earrings, and rings, along with a great selection of birthstone jewelry and, of course, engagement rings.
We have fun sterling silver and steel jewelry as well. Daniel's Jewelers also offers in-store jewelry repair.
Stop in and see what we have to offer. Daniel's Jewelers, your source for fine jewelry in Bluffton.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Sports season, movies, or your favorite new TV show. Hi, this is Tina, and I want to introduce you to the season's biggest new must-see TV, 100-inch television for under $4,000. Smart Google LED panel TV, only available at selected authorized dealers. Imagine watching your favorite team on lifelike spectacular television. This is more than a TV, it's entertainment as you have never experienced. Stop in to view a new era in television at Innovative Concepts Audio Video, 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur. We bring technology to you.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto, and guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent, me, Ben Berman, is your go-to agent in Bluffton for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent Ben Berman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 260-824-1928 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello basketball fans, this is Kramer Fiesel with Velocity Motors, located on Highway 1 in Bluffton, Indiana. We have slashed our prices on over half of our inventory to prepare for tax season. Use your tax money to get into a newer, more reliable ride today here at Velocity Motors. Located conveniently on the north side of Bluffton, just down the road from your Lady Knights of Norwell. Let us be your friend during your next car buying experience. Find us on Facebook or check our inventory at velocitymotorsofbluffton.com. Go Lady Knights.
Introducing the Bundler by F&M Bank, the checking account that saves you money on items you're already paying for every day. Enjoy all the features you expect, plus exclusive benefits at your fingertips when you download the Bundler app by F&M. F&M Bank's newest checking account is designed to make your life easier and more affordable. Don't wait. Open your new account today. Visit them at your local F&M branch or online at fm.bank. Member FDIC.
Why buy when you can rent and save? Opened in 2016, Bluffton Rent Co. has the mission of providing reliable equipment for rent to the contractors and residents of Bluffton and surrounding areas. Reasonably priced equipment for home, business, or party items and more. Call 260-824-4000 or stop by 975 North Main Street, Bluffton. Visit our website at blufftonrentco.com. When you need it, rent it from Bluffton Rent Co.
And welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. All the festivities have wrapped up during our pregame as we get set for this 3A state championship game between Greensburg and Norwell. Again, Dave Nathan with you, along with the coach, Lou Koning. And, Coach, nothing like the festivities, especially with this being the 50th state finals in IHSA girls basketball.
It's better every year. You know, it's 50th year for the girls, and they're doing it up perfectly.
As they've done some recognitions, of course, throughout the course of the day, and will continue to do so. Real quickly, our two state finals that have already been contested. I don't know if this is going to be a good omen or a bad omen, as it's been both of the South teams so far picking up wins. In 1A, it was Borden defeating Lafayette Central Catholic 49-40. And in 2A, it was South Knox defeating Rensselaer Central, a final of 55-33. As they play some hype videos here in the studios, or here in the stadium, let's give you the starting lineups for today's matchup. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard. That being the Norwell Lady Knights. They will start at one guard, a 5'7" junior wearing number 2, Addison Norris. Also at a guard, number 24, a 5'9" junior, Macy Salfrank. At a third guard, number 32, the 5'10" junior, the only Norwell Lady Knight who saw the floor last year in the state finals, of Vanessa Rossworm. Also, number 33, a fourth guard, a 5'8" junior, Jada Dale. And a forward, a 5'11" sophomore wearing number 12, Olivia Green. The Lady Knights, again, 22-6 overall. Under head coach Eric Thornton in his 28th season has a record of 474 and 198. That ranks 5th among active coaches in the Hoosier State and ranks 12th all-time. Meanwhile, for the home team on the scoreboard, that being the Greensburg Pirates, they are ranked number 1. By the way, Norwell ranked 9th. Greensburg, again, a record of 27-0. They will start also a four-guard lineup, as they will start to number 20, a 5'3", senior, Emma McQueen. Number 22, a 5'9" junior, Allie Powers. Also at a guard, a 5'8" senior, number 24, Miley Wilkeson. A sophomore, 5'10", at a fourth guard. Their leading scorer is 16.2 points per game, Claire Larison. And their senior, number 42 in the forward, a 6'1", Leah West, who was a member of the junior all-star team last year and has already signed, will play down at Belmont, just outside of Nashville next year. The Pirates, under the coach of Jason Simpson, his 11th season at the helm, has a record of 205 and 65 as a 1994 graduate of the school, won his 200th game earlier this year against New Pal in late January. Both these teams looking for their first state championship. This is Norwell's third appearance in the state finals. Of course, last year also appeared in the state finals in the single-class era back in 1977 and fell in the semifinals to Mount Vernon of Fortville. Meanwhile, for Greensburg, this is their second trip to the state finals. Last time was in 2018, where they fell to a Northwestern here at, actually at the time, Bankers Life Fieldhouse. As they finish announcing everyone up, we'll mention our third team on the floor, as assigned by the IHSA, and we'll recognize one name, so I will mention this are assigned on a random basis on who gets the games. Our lady in the middle tonight for the 50th state finals will be Ashley Crawford. Also, Nick Winninger, who, by the way, was actually named the outstanding official in basketball this year by the IHSA. He was given that honor earlier today. Our third official, Craig Hershey, and our alternate is Danny Torok.
You know, one thing surprises me right now that number 10, Harmon, who's been out with a shoulder injury, is not starting, and their second leading scorer, Wilkerson, is not starting either.
Yeah, she is.
So they got 7 kids, 8 kids will come off the bench, and could be just as good as the kids that are starting.
If you're expecting a defensive matchup tonight, you might want to go somewhere else, because these are the top 2 scoring teams in the Hoosier State. Greensburg at 67.9 points per game, while Norwell 65.6. Both these teams winning at a large clip, as Greensburg has won their games by over 30 points per game. That is a first in 3A and a 5th overall in the state, while Norwell wins their games by 19 points per game. Norwell has the rebounding edge, 32-28. And if you want to go to try to slow down this offense for Greensburg, we kind of talked about this afterwards, send them to the free throw line. They're only 68% as a team from the free throw line.
And, you know, being here, it might be worse than that just because of the crowd. You know, the other thing that I'd like to see from Greensburg is they play 1-3-1 zone, but I'm not sure if it's back to half court, if it's full court, whatever. So I'm kind of curious to find out what they're doing there.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you a little bit behind the scenes. I was talking off air before we did the interview with Coach Thornton. They do pretty much primarily what all the southern part of the Hoosier State does, and it is a primarily man-to-man half-court defense. Very rarely will they go full-court pressure.
Well,
but then again, they may throw them off for a surprise right off the bat.
They very might, and as long as they keep the big score for Norwell, the other 4 or 5 got to come in and do a good job for them, like they have in the last 2 weeks.
Well, and that was the case especially with Norris last week in the semifinals with Delta when Rossworm was struggling. She pretty much carried Norwell in the first half.
And they're going to need that. And I think they're going to have the post players play as well as they have all year, too, for Norwell.
As we get set, Norwell will be in their road navy uniforms with the gold numbers trimmed in white. Greensburg in their home whites with the blue numbers. As we get set, there is the whistle. Here is the toss, and we are underway as that is going to be stolen away, taken by Norwell, as they'll be going from left to right as we look at it here across the court here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. With it is Rossworm. Stutter steps, drives inside, stops, comes back inside the lane, tries to make another move. Left-handed hook shot is up and no good. Rebound being fought for, picked up by Greensburg. With it is Wilkeson, passing it up ahead to Larison. Back to Wilkeson. Over to a McQueen now here on the near side. Back to a Wilkeson. They'll lob the pass up, nearly stolen away. It is picked up, losing the dribble momentarily. Long, actually 3-ball up in the air is up and good. Give that to Miley Wilkeson, and that opens up the scoring 3-0. Norwell with it now is Norris. Comes out to the near side. Over to Salfrank. Salfrank back to
man-to-man and switching everything as they drive.
Layup up and way too strong by Rossworm. Rebound Greensburg. They push it up the floor. Now I'll bring it back out up and reset the offense. With it is Larison looking to pass and does. Cross-court hasn't actually tipped away. Over to Wilkeson. Wilkeson again, that 1-3-1 pressure by Norwell. No surprise. Here on the near corner with it is McQueen. McQueen double teamed, had it lost for a moment, is able to get it back. They'll pass it around, driving. A long 2 is up. This one off the backboard and in by Larison. It's 5-0.
I didn't think that was going to be good at all, but it went off the backboard, and Norwell's got to come down here and score, I think.
With it is Jada Dale at the free throw line, passing it out left side over to Salfrank. Salfrank back to Dale. Dale goes around the corner, drives down the lane. Her layup is up and too strong. Rebound Greensburg. With the rebound is West. She'll push it up over to Wilkeson. Wilkeson at the free throw line will pass back out to Allie Powers. Over here in the near corner, double teamed with it, and traveling with the ball is Emma McQueen.
Yeah, she gets trapped in the corner. Doesn't have much. She doesn't have much to do with the ball after she gets trapped.
An outstanding job coaching on the floor. Just saw Norris talking to Rossworm and said, "Don't force it." Rossworm brings the ball up the floor, crosses the timeline, passing over. With it is Green. Thought about the NBA 3 was a Salfrank instead, and we're going to have a foul called. That'll go against Greensburg. That'll go against Emma McQueen, her first, and the game's first.
You know, last year when they got beat in the finals, their three-point shooters did not shoot the ball well, and that's what really hurt them. And right now, Norwell's got to score.
Norwell triggers it in baseline right and does. With it is Norris. Norris back up top. Deep 3. Bullseye. Brings the score to 5-3 with 5:46 to go here in the first quarter. Pressure defense by Norwell. They'll pass it out over to Wilkeson. Wilkeson spins back out and brings it out over to Powers. Round now with it is McQueen. Loses the handle momentarily. They get it back. A stutter step, a Euro move up and a no good by Greensburg. Rebound Norris. Norris bringing the ball up the floor, left side. Stops. Will pass out to Jada Dale. Her 3 blocked into the Greensburg bench. 5:23 to go here in the first quarter. It's Greensburg with the 5-3 lead over Norwell. Knights will trigger it in front of the Greensburg bench. Triggering it in will be Rossworm, looking to trigger and does over to Salfrank. Salfrank will get it back to a Rossworm between the circles, looking to drive and does over to the right side. Stops, spins back out, passes out to Norris. Norris goes down the right side lane. We're going to have a push. As that will go against Miley Wilkerson, her first and the team's second.
Right now on the half court, I think Norwell is just a little bit quicker. and getting 2 quick fouls on Greensburg.
Saul Frank triggers it in. Baseline left will do so to Rossworm. Hands back to Saul Frank. Jada Dale with it now. Right wing. Looks at the free throw line. Starts to drive inside. Stops. Her shot is up and no good. Might have been partially blocked. Rebound by West. She'll push it up the floor without the numbers. And we're going to have contact. No call either way. And misses the shot. Rebound to Rossworm. Pushing it up ahead with it to Saul Frank. Saul Frank stops. Pisses back out. And gets it to Rossworm. Rossworm left corner. On the lane, nice little spin move. Her hook shot's up and no good. Gets her own rebound up and in. We're tied at 5. Inside pass, it gets knocked away, stolen away by Rossworm. Rossworm stops, long 2, shot from 18 is no good. Rebound to Greensburg, a rush shot by Rossworm. Pushing up ahead, stopping, shooting, and missing is a Wilkerson. Rebound Norwell. With it is Norris passing back to Rossworm. Goes right side, heads down the lane, stops, passing back out. With it is Saul Frank at the free throw line. Back out to Rossworm. Thought about the 3 instead. Takes 2 steps inside. Her shot's good. Norwell with this, their first lead, 7-5.
Good ball fake and a good little jumper about 10 foot away.
Meanwhile, at the other end, 3 ball is airballed. However, getting the offensive rebound up and in is Leah West. We're tied at 7. Meanwhile, at the other end, passing it ahead to Olivia Green. Her shot was blocked out of bounds. And we will have a timeout. 3:43 to go here in the first quarter. It is Norwell 7, Greensburg 7. You're listening to the Class 3A IHSA State Finals. You're on WZBD.
It may be too chilly to brave the cold weather and play 9 holes outside right now, but don't let that stop you from playing the game you love. Visit Par and Below on Main Street in Bluffton and play golf in one of their 5 new golf simulators all winter long. Located across from Wendy's in Bluffton, Par and Below provide games and entertainment for the casual player who's looking for something fun to do in the evenings. Or if you're a serious golfer, take part in one of their winter leagues. Staffed from 9 until 9, Par and Below is perfect for birthday parties, corporate meetings, or a date night. Visit Par and Below in Bluffton today.
Hi, this is Lee at Adams Wells Internet Telecom TV. We're proud to be the first service provider to bring gigabit internet TV and broadband services to Bluffton, Indiana. Fiber-powered gig-speed internet provides the speed, capacity, and total reliability for today's growing digital business community. This means instant downloading, greater productivity, increased bandwidth, and the ability to start and grow a local business right here at home. Call Adams Wells Internet Telecom TV to find out how you can employ gig-speed internet services for your home or business.
Lauren's Body Shop in Bluffton is family-owned and operated since 1951. Lauren's Body Shop combines advanced collision repair technology with the highest level of customer service. Rated 5 stars on Google, Lauren's Body Shop provides you with a stress-free, high-quality repair of your damaged vehicle. Serving Adams, Wells, Jay, and Huntington counties for 3 generations, you can trust Lauren's Body Shop to do it right the first time. Find Lauren's on East Dustman Road in Bluffton.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. We are all tied up at 7 in this 3A matchup between Norwell and Greensburg. And Coach, early on impressions for both these teams?
I think they're just not, they're just, getting the jitters out right now because they're both playing awful fast. I don't think they're playing really good offense yet, but I think they'll calm down as the game goes on. And the first 4 or 5 minutes, something new. They're in a state tournament, and they're trying to play as hard as they can, and not playing as well as I think they will play later on.
Yeah, and really, like we had talked about, I think a lot of it is just, especially Rossworm is trying to do too much, a lot on her shoulders.
Yes.
Rushing a lot of shots. She just needs to basically, for lack of a better term, just chill.
And then the Harmon girl, number 10, is in the ballgame, probably the first time for a couple weeks for Greensburg.
And we see her shoulder is taped, again coming off of a broken collarbone. Norwell with possession following the timeout. With it is Saul Frank. Saul Frank at the free throw line, spins, passing back out. With it is Dale. Dale coming inside the lane, stops, passing back out. With it is Rossworm. Rossworm right wing, stops at the free throw line. Fadeaway jumper is blocked away by Larison and is taken away by Greensburg. With it is Wilkerson. Wilkerson here in front of us, passing cross court over to Harmon. Harmon, right side. Will start to drive inside, passing out in the corner. 3 ball on the right side is too strong. Rebound being fought for, still being fought for, and we're going to have a held ball. Arrow will remain in the possession of Greensburg. As coming in the lineup, Ashley Waldman for the first time for the Lady Knights.
She's that little left-hander that can shoot the ball pretty well, so we'll find out if she can help.
And comes in for Norris for a quick breather. Greensburg triggers in, and that trigger-in pass goes out of the reach of Leah West, tries to save it, but steps on the baseline. Turnover on the Pirates.
That's the third turnover for them, and Norwell hadn't turned the ball over yet.
Norwell with it is tied at 7, just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. With it is Sawfrank, drives down the lane, wide open, finger roll layup up and good. It's now 9-7, and Norwell with the 2-point lead.
I would think that Greensburg would be taking the ball more to the basket, driving down the center against the zone, and right now they have it.
Another turnover on Greensburg, the traveling violation. We'll give it back to Norwell. Again, with the 2-point lead, 9-7, 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. With it is Rossworm passing cross court. With it now in the right wing is Adele back out to a Waldman. Waldman at the elbow, backing her defender in. Spins moves, passes back out to Sawfrank. Sawfrank back out top of the key, over to Rossworm. Rossworm gets around her defender, stops. Will look to pass, still look to pass. Instead, will take a nice little step. It's up and no good. Will get her own rebound, though. We'll pass it back out. Thinking about the NBA 3 instead of driving and stopping is a Waldman back out to Sawfrank. Sawfrank spin move, jumper, short, rebound Greensburg. With the rebound is Larison. We'll pass it up ahead to a Harmon. Over to West. Inside pass, and we're going to have a foul called on Norwell. Getting the hand a little too far into the cookie jar was Olivia Green. That'll be her first, and Norwell's first of the quarter. Minute 52 to go here in the first. Norwell with the 9-7 lead. And they will trigger it in deep. We'll go to Larison. Over on the right side to Wilkeson. Back to Harrison. With it now is Harmon. Actually, that's West now with it. She drives. She'll miss it. He'll put it up, and we'll get that one to fall on the offensive rebound. We're tied at 9.
Thought there could have been a foul there, but they didn't call it. So evidently she didn't foul.
Well, we'll just say it wasn't called. With it is Sawfrank, right side, passing it out, thinking about the 3 was Dale. Instead, we'll go to the free throw line. Makes a couple spin moves, looking. A wild shot goes way out of bounds, not even close.
No.
In the lineup, Bella Swineford will come in for Norwell. Also, Norris will re-enter the lineup. Replacing Dale. And I believe Waldman. Actually, no, Waldman's still out there. Greensburg with it. And we're going to have an offensive foul away from the ball.
What? There's no way. It's got to be against. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, girl fell down, and they're going to go the other direction.
It was away from the ball. Let's see if we get well, unfortunately don't have a screen as our official is speaking with Coach Thornton about what happened.
I see they spend too much time. It's kind of like a timeout now. And
so Greensburg will have it, baseline left. And will inbound. Passing inside to West, spin move, layup up and no good. Getting away was the foul. And West letting her displeasure be known. Norris with it. Over to Sawfrank. Sawfrank driving inside, layup up and good. Sawfrank with 4. That makes it 11-9. Just under a minute to go. Trapping defense. They're still looking to pass, still looking, and finally does. With it is Wilkeson.
Nope.
She'll take a 3. That is short. Offensive rebound again for Greensburg. Layup up and good. Give that to Larison. You know, at the other end with it is Norris. 35 seconds to go. Norris looking to drive a baseline. Layup is up and good. Norris with 5. That makes the score 11-13. Norwell with the 2-point lead.
Now, right now, Greensburg can't give any help at all on the drive, and that.
Well, at the other end, the baseline left, double teamed in the corner. We're going to have a held ball. Arrow go to the direction of Norwell with 12.9 to go.
They get the ball in the corner and they get trapped and they can't get rid of it.
Emma McQueen will re-enter the lineup, replacing Powers for the Pirates. And 12.9 to go here in the first. Norwell having to go the full length of the floor will go to Rossworm. She crosses the timeline with 9. Rossworm between the circles, heads to her right, stops, passing back out to Saul-Frank. Saul-Frank stops, looking to pass. With it is Rossworm. Her up and under is going to be short, and that will end the first quarter of play. At the end of one, it is Norwell 13, Greensburg 11. You're listening to the IHSA Girls Basketball 3A State Finals on WZBD.
As the temperatures start to rise, it's never too early to start thinking about getting a better handle on your lawn this summer. Before things green up this spring, put a call in to Potter's Lawn Service. Kirk is your expert in Wells County for lawn fertilization and weed control. Give them a call at 260-820-0437 or look them up on Facebook. Servicing Wells and surrounding counties, Potter's Lawn Service is ready to get started on your lawn today.
Lately, it seems like hands have fallen on hard times between swiping, texting, and double tapping. You could say our hands have become all thumbs, but hands were made to make things. They're builders, helpers, artisans, and workers. So do away with idle hands. Give yours something to make with hardware from Aussie and Do It Best and Markle Do It Best, serving all of Wells County from our 2 locations.
Adams Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers at many high school athletic events. These trainers specialize in injury prevention. Dr. Robert Kinney is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation as well as sports medicine, while Dr. David Coates is board certified in orthopedic surgery. Both Adams Medical Group physicians will be there to provide non-surgical and surgical care. Visit adamshospital.org or call 1-833-724-DOCS to schedule an appointment.
Back at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Again, this 3A state championship game, which at the end of one, it is a 2-point lead for Norwell, 13-11. And the coach, as we have mentioned, it's been up and down, a bit scattered, you could say, throughout the course of the first quarter.
I agree very much. And again, just nerves, I think, because, neither team is playing real well offensively. But I guess I'm not impressed at this point with Greensburg because they're letting Norwell drive anywhere they want to go. Now, they're not putting up real good shots at times. And on the other hand, Greensburg really hadn't showed much offensive power. So we'll find out 3 quarters left, and we'll find out, who's better. And right now, Norwell is.
Yeah, really, my thought is with Greensburg, the only way they're staying in the game is just their offensive rebounding. Yeah. Probably had, 4 or 5 there in that first quarter.
Yeah, I thought they'd penetrate the zone, which they never have, and use a big girl inside, and that hasn't happened.
Greensburg with the possession to start off the second. With it is Harmon looking to pass in cross court inside to a West, dribbling. Will try to lay it up. It is going to be up and might have been knocked away and was knocked away by Norwell.
Yeah, she went to the basket, but she didn't really have good control of it.
As a quick substitution for the Pirates, Allie Powers will come in to replace McQueen. Greensburg triggering it in baseline right. Might have got away with an undercut, and the ball stolen away by Norwell. Stolen by Norris. Norris with it along the lane line. Will pass back out to a Saul-Frank. Saul-Frank left side over to Dale. Dale looks to go around the corner, unable to do so. Stops at the free throw line, back out to Norris. Norris goes left side over to a Saul-Frank. She'll bring it back out up top. That weave once again for the Knights. Very familiar, their offensive scheme. With it is Rossworm will pass out. Meanwhile, layup up and good. Give that to Macy Saul-Frank. That gives her 6.
They challenge a big girl. And
meanwhile, at the other end, we're going to have a blocking foul called on Norwell. That'll go against Norris, her first, and the team's first of the quarter. So far, 4 ties and the 1 lead change thus far in the game. Triggering it in with it is Powers for Greensburg to our left over to Wilkeson. And as they pass around the horn, Larison over to Harmon. Harmon looking to drive inside. Will lay it up and loses it off her knee. And will go to Norwell. Another turnover.
7 turnover for Greensburg at this point.
So nice to know that our stat monitor needs a update, so it's good to know that even the professionals need to update their Windows computers at times. Of course, it's right over our stat window, so that makes it oh so wonderful. Norwell with the ball. With it is Saul Frank. Here on the right side over to Norris. Norris, couple spin moves, passing back out. 3-ball. Saul Frank is too strong. And the rebound to West and the Pirates.
They need to score.
With it, driving inside is Larison, their leading scorer. That layup goes off the bottom of the backboard, gets an offensive rebound, counted in the foul. As it'll be Larison going for the old-fashioned three-point play. As that foul was called, who was it called against?
Green.
As Swineford comes in the lineup. Yes, it was on Green, her second. Free throw is short, as you mentioned.
That's what you talked about, that they don't shoot free throws very well.
Norris with it, bringing the ball up the floor, heads, passes out to the right side to Saul Frank. Saul Frank at the free throw line, spins, passes out to Rossworm. She'll take a long two. That is too strong. Rebound loose, being fought for and picked up by Greensburg. And we're going to have a foul from the backside. That'll go against Rossworm, I believe. And that'll be her first. And the team's third already of the quarter with just under 2 minutes gone by. Greensburg with it. Harmon passing it around. That gets knocked out of bounds. A nice defense by Jada Dale.
You know, that defense of Norwell, you know, you can practice it, but if you've never played against it, it's going to be problems with you for a while.
With it is Wilkerson, stops at the free throw line, passing back out to Larison. Over to Powers. Her two is going to be an air ball again, and we'll go to Norwell. Probably about the fourth or fifth air ball.
Yeah.
With it is Rossworm. She'll cross the timeline, handing off to our right. Norris passing around over to Saul Frank. And turnover is Rossworm unable to gather it in.
First turnover of the half, so not bad there.
Compared to the
7 for Greensburg.
Apparently our stat people are nice. They only have 6. We'll go with yours instead. I like that number better.
I like it better. I think I'm better than they are. So. No.
Just a reminder for those who are listening who are on the stats crew, as that pass goes into the bench, that's the 8th turnover for the Pirates.
They're struggling with that half-court trap, and if you've never seen it, you can't practice against it because they do such a good job. Norwell does with it.
Norris passing off over to Dale, back to Saul Frank here on the right side. Over a 3-ball. Norris is off the side of the backboard. However, rebound up and no good by Saul Frank, and the rebound taken away by West, who nearly stumbles and falls as she dribbles, passing it out up ahead. With it is Powers, double teamed along the sideline. Has it stolen away. With it to Norris. Norris with a steal, just like last year. A very steal-heavy defense for the Knights. With it, Saul Frank in the lane will pass back out to Rossworm. She'll drive inside, stops from 5, spins inside the lane. Little up and under moves up and good. That gives her 6.
First, had no help. I mean, they had no help at all on that dribble penetration.
Makes it 17-13. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second, and that pass stolen away again. Another steal by Norris. She'll take it up 1-on-2. Layup is going to be blocked and a foul. They're going to call the body contact for that foul, clean up top, for those who may be watching and listening to us, and for that, we thank you for that. I mean, granted, the legend Greg Rakestraw is doing the TV broadcast, sitting up just ahead of us, but I'd like to say we like to have our call better.
I think so. I think we do a better job, so we'll find out.
First free throw, that will rattle home as Waldman will re-enter the lineup.
Yeah, unusual. We've had 2 free throws shot so far this game, which is pretty unusual.
Second free throw by Norris. That is up. That is too strong. Rebound being fought for and is taken away. With it is Rossworm thinking about the NBA 3. Instead, will pass out. With it is Rossworm. Rossworm left elbow passing back out to Waldman. Waldman, free throw line, heads to the left side. Backing her defender in. Her right-hand hook shot's up and good. Waldman's first point. It's 20-13.
Again, no help. on the drive, and she walked.
Yep, we have.
Oh, they called a foul. Oh, thought it was a good walk there, but.
And I think that's what Coach Thornton was wanting also. And I think probably was a good call. I'd have to see a replay of it, but I think just the body contact might have caused the travel. Meanwhile, shot is up and no good. Rebound by West. Her shot's up and good. It gives West 6, makes the score 22-15. Meanwhile, at the other end, up and under move. Nice shot, up and good by Ashley Waldman. Gives her 4, makes it 22-15. 3:40 to go here in the second quarter. NBA 3 is nothing but net by Harmon. Meanwhile, at the other end, Norris with it. Top of the key will pass out over to Saalfrank. Saalfrank heads to the right side, down the lane, backing her defender in. Picks up the dribble, will pass out to Waldman. Waldman takes it back out up top. Stops at the free throw line, passing out to Norris. Norris, I think, was thinking about the 3. Instead, will head to the right side, out to Rossworm. Rossworm will uncontrolled dribble. Her will stop, will pass out with it to Saalfrank. Saalfrank in the lane, spin move, left-hand hook shot. That one is too strong. Rebound, Greensburg. Pass up ahead is picked up by Powers. And that's going to be stolen away. Harmon Thornton looking for a foul, unable to do so, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 2:53 to go here in the second quarter. It is Norwell 22 and Greensburg 18. You're listening to the Class 3A State Finals on WZBD.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this, I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this, they actually say it's called service. Insurance with a local agent, it's called service. Call State Farm agent Aaron Doherty in Bluffton today.
Family Ford of Bluffton knows the importance of strong family values and the success of the Norwell Lady Knights basketball team. Family Ford is proud to help support this radio broadcast of the state finals. Win or lose, Norwell has shown the dedication, perseverance, and strength of character that has helped them get to the state finals game 2 years in a row. Congratulations to the parents, grandparents, devoted fans, and the entire Norwell community for helping to make this a reality. Family Ford applauds you.
Since 1951, Bill's Roofing and Siding has been serving Wells County and surrounding areas, helping homeowners protect their home and in some cases bring it back to life. From metal and shingle roofing to siding, gutters, repairs, and storm damage, our experienced team has you covered rain or shine. Call Bill's Roofing and Siding Incorporated at 260-622-0178 and join us in cheering for our Norwell Lady Knights. Ladies, your hard work, heart, and determination inspires our entire community. Bring it home, Lady Knights.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. 2:53 to go here in the first half. Norwell with the 3-point lead at 22-18.
Hadn't really been a great game, offensively or defensively, but, you're ahead by 4, so it doesn't matter what kind of I just think they're just really too tight right now, and they're not playing the kind of ball that I think both teams are really capable of playing. Now, like I said, Norwell is taking the ball to the bucket, and they're not getting any defensive help from anybody, on Greensburg. So I think they're going to have to clean that up the second half, or, Norwell can do that anytime they want.
Yes, following the timeout, it'll be a Greensburg ball as Norwell unable to complete the steal attempt. Already 5 steals on the evening for Norwell. Of course, Norwell actually set a record last year in the state finals for steals in a game.
The filling girl had, 7 or 8 of them?
Yes. Inbound pass, triggering wide open on the baseline. Shot is up and good by Allie Powers. Makes the score 22-20. 2:43 to go. With it is Norris. Over and around. Rossworm with it now. Top of the key. Looking to drive inside. Pass goes off the legs and is corralled in by West. She'll push the ball up the floor and has it stolen away. Another bad pass by the Pirates. With it is Waldman.
They can't afford that. They got to make, right now I've got them down as 12, 13.
Rossworm's strong layup is too strong, and the rebound taken away by the Pirates and Larison. Driving up the floor, layup up and no good. That attempted by Harmon, rebound Norwell. Passing up ahead with it is Norris, left side, spin move. Up and under, shot is up, and that rolls off no good, rebound West. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Norwell with a lead, 22-20. Up and under is up and good by Larison. That gives her 8, and we're tied at 22.
And this game's going to be a game of runs, just like it has been.
With it is Norris. Greensburg on a 7-0 run.
Eric tried to get a timeout and couldn't.
Meanwhile, 3-ball is going to rattle out to no good. And we're going to have a held ball as I was screened out trying to figure out what happened, but the ball will go to Norwell. Much to the chagrin of Greensburg, who is behind us to our right. As Jada Dale will re-enter the lineup, replacing Norris. Going to be a Norwell ball, baseline right. And we'll lob it up, and getting it is Salfrank. Salfrank between the circles, passing over to Rossworm on the left wing. NBA 3! Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Greensburg. Looking to push the ball up ahead and do layup up, and might have been partially blocked. However, they get the offensive rebound. West for 3 is no good, and the rebound to Swineford. 70 seconds to go here in the first half. We're tied at 22. With it is Rossworm. Heads to the left side, comes back right. Stops, looking to pass, does pass back out to Salfrank, who drives inside. Her layup is too strong off the base of the rim, and we're going to have a held ball. This time the arrow will go to Greensburg. A good held ball call by our official. Both are trying to get the rebound, again, much to the chagrin of Greensburg.
But they get the ball back, so, it's not a big deal with that because they're going to get the ball one way or the other, so.
Again, Greensburg with the ball with 1 minute to go as Greensburg is on a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes and change. Looking to pass inside. The pass into West. Layup is up and good. Makes the score 24-22. Their first lead since early in the first quarter. Norwell driving inside. With it is Rossworm. Rossworm, her shot's up, no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot twice.
I think they missed the first foul on Rossburg, but Rossworm, but they didn't call that. So.
As it'll be Rossworm going to line for 2 free throws. Not only the second team foul for Greensburg in the quarter.
And the fourth free throw shot by both teams.
Rossworm's free throw is good. Makes the score 24-23. Norwell trailing by 1. 34 seconds to go here in the half. Second free throw is good as well. We're tied at 24. Greensburg, we'll see if they hold for the last shot with 30 seconds. With it is Harmon looking to drive, instead passing back out, losing the handle, has it stolen away. Give the steal to Rossworm, passing it up ahead. And a long 3. That is going to be too strong off the base of the rim. Rebound Greensburg with 16 seconds. Up ahead, 1-on-2. Shot is up. That is too strong by Greensburg. Rebound to Swineford. Over to Rossworm. Rossworm crossing the timeline with 7. Rossworm goes to the left side, passing out. With it is Jada Dale. Will stop at the free throw line. Pass back out, and they don't pay attention to the time. We are at halftime, and the score is Norwell 24, Greensburg 24. We'll be back to tell you how the first half transpired and more as you're listening to the Class 3A Girls Basketball State Finals on WZBD.
Clink Sales, Decatur's GE brand source appliance store, has over 400 GE appliances in stock, ready for delivery or customer pickup today. From the huge GE bottom freezer refrigerators to the small 17 cubic foot, GE gas and electric ranges, GE dishwashers, microwaves, and of course, GE laundry, top and front load. All available at Clink Sales, 1125 Southampton Drive, Decatur.
She shoots, she scores. How exciting! Good luck, Norwell Lady Knights.
This is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton. We're also excited about all of our new beautiful arrivals, diamond fashion pendants, earrings, and rings, along with a great selection of birthstone jewelry and, of course, engagement rings.
We have fun sterling silver and steel jewelry as well. Daniel's Jewelers also offers in-store jewelry repair.
Stop in and see what we have to offer. Daniel's Jewelers, your source for fine jewelry in Bluffton.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Your home is special. It reflects your sense of community. It's your pride and hard work. It's special. Hi, this is Tina from Innovative Concepts, where we have the expertise to design and install cutting-edge sound, lighting, and security to your special place. Stop in at 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur, or give us a call to learn how we can help make your home glow in the evening. Innovative Concepts Audio Video. We bring technology to you.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto, and guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent, me, Ben Berman, is your go-to agent in Bluffton for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent Ben Berman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 260-824-1928 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, basketball fans. This is Kramer Fiesel with Velocity Motors, located on Highway 1 in Bluffton, Indiana. We have slashed our prices on over half of our inventory to prepare for tax season. Use your tax money to get into a newer, more reliable ride today here at Velocity Motors. Located conveniently on the north side of Bluffton, just down the road from your Lady Knights of Norwell. Let us be your friend during your next car buying experience. Find us on Facebook or check our inventory at velocitymotorsofbluffton.com. Go Lady Knights.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, recognizing some of the missed basketballs here on this 50th anniversary of the girls basketball state finals. Of course, that including all the group to include from Norwell and Jessica Ruprecht out on the floor as well, being recognized. Here at the half, we are tied at 24 in this 3A matchup between Norwell and Greensburg. Let's take a look at the first half scoring, as it was Vanessa Rossrum leading the way for the Lady Knights with 8 points, 6 each for Macy Salfrank and Addison Norris, and 4 points for Ashley Waldman. Meanwhile, for Greensburg, they're led in scoring by their two standouts, Aaliyah West and Claire Larison, each with 8 points. 3 points apiece for Miley Wilkeson, along with Mary Harmon, and 2 points for Allie Powers. Norwell led at the end of one, 13-11, led by as many as 7 in the second quarter, and were outscored in that second quarter, bringing us to the 24-24 tie. 6 ties, 2 lead changes in the first half. When we come back, we'll take a look inside the numbers with the coach. That's on the way as you're listening to the 3A State Championship here on WZBD.
Introducing the Bundler by F&M Bank, the checking account that saves you money on items you're already paying for every day. Enjoy all the features you expect, plus exclusive benefits at your fingertips when you download the Bundler app by F&M. F&M Bank's newest checking account is designed to make your life easier and more affordable. Don't wait. Open your new account today. Visit them at your local F&M branch or online at fm.bank. Member FDIC.
Why buy when you can rent and save? Opened in 2016, Bluffton Rent Co. has the mission of providing reliable equipment for rent to the contractors and residents of Bluffton and surrounding areas. Reasonably priced equipment for home, business, or party items and more. Call 260-824-4000 or stop by 975 North Main Street, Bluffton. Visit our website at blufftonrentco.com. When you need it, rent it from Bluffton Rent Co.
It may be too chilly to brave the cold weather and play 9 holes outside right now, but don't let that stop you from playing the game you love. Visit Par and Below on Main Street in Bluffton and play golf in one of their 5 new golf simulators all winter long. Located across from Wendy's in Bluffton, Par and Below provide games and entertainment for the casual player who's looking for something fun to do in the evenings. Or if you're a serious golfer, take part in one of their winter leagues. Staffed from 9 until 9, Par and Below is perfect for birthday parties, corporate meetings, or a date night. Visit Par and Below in Bluffton today.
Hi, this is Lee at Adams Wells Internet Telecom TV. We're proud to be the first service provider to bring gigabit internet TV and broadband services to Bluffton, Indiana. Fiber-powered gig-speed internet provides the speed, capacity, and total reliability for today's growing digital business community. This means instant downloading, greater productivity, increased bandwidth, and the ability to start and grow a local business right here at home. Call Adams Wells Internet Telecom TV to find out how you can employ gig-speed internet services for your home or business.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the 3A state championship matchup between Norwell and Greensburg, and all knotted up at 24 here at the halftime break. And let's take a look inside the numbers. And the coach, Lou Koning.
I'm sorry, for Norwell, they were 9 of 27 from 2, 1 of 7 from 3, or 10 of 34 for the half. 3 out of 4 from the foul line, 3 offensive and 14 defensive rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 assist. For Greensburg, 9 of 18 from 2, 2 of 6 from 3, or 10 of 24 for the half. 1 free throw they missed, so they're 0 for 1 from the foul line. 5 offensive, 24 defensive. I've had them down for 14 turnovers and 3 assists, and I would imagine that they haven't had 14 turnovers in the whole game for most of the year. But they're just not making really good passes or really good decisions on that. So like to see when they come out the second half how they're going to make the adjustment, because I really think that Greensburg's got to play a lot better man defense and help people out driving down the floor. If not, Norwell's got a lot of shots, but they haven't made a lot.
Yeah.
And on the other end, I think they should be challenging, the point out front on the zone, and try to get going down the middle and getting some shots that way. But they haven't tried that yet. So we'll find out, I guess. So. They know better than I do. They've looked at each team for a long time, and they think they know how to beat them. But we'll find out. It's tied right now, so we got 16 minutes to find out who's going to win.
Yeah, the only problem for Norwell, they went cold in that last half of the second quarter. No field goals in nearly 4 minutes. There are only 2 points there in that time frame, where a pair of free throws from Rossworm over their last 7 shooting. So, again, they'll need to get that fixed in a hurry if they want to go ahead in this matchup.
Turning the ball over, they had 3. They've really handled the ball a whole lot better and got a lot more shots than Greensburg. So we'll find out what a team that hadn't been beaten yet will come through and play the second half.
Yeah, granted only 3 turnovers, but really with some of the shots that Norwell has taken, some of their wild layups, you can almost call those turnovers as well.
Yes, well, I totally agree with that.
Again, here at the half, as we'll wind things down, we'll get you set for the second half of play. And it's Norwell 24, Greensburg 24. You're listening to the Class 3A Girls Basketball State Championship from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. You're on WZBD.
Lauren's Body Shop in Bluffton is family-owned and operated since 1951. Lauren's Body Shop combines advanced collision repair technology with the highest level of customer service. Rated 5 stars on Google, Lauren's Body Shop provides you with a stress-free, high-quality repair of your damaged vehicle. Serving Adams, Wells, Jay, and Huntington counties for 3 generations, you can trust Lauren's Body Shop to do it right the first time. Find Lauren's on East Dustman Road in Bluffton.
As the temperatures start to rise, it's never too early to start thinking about getting a better handle on your lawn this summer. Before things green up this spring, put a call in to Potter's Lawn Service. Kirk is your expert in Wells County for lawn fertilization and weed control. Give them a call at 260-820-0437 or look them up on Facebook. Servicing Wells and surrounding counties, Potter's Lawn Service is ready to get started on your lawn today.
Lately, it seems like hands have fallen on hard times between swiping, texting, and double tapping. You could say our hands have become all thumbs, but hands were made to make things. They're builders, helpers, artisans, and workers. So do away with idle hands. Give yours something to make with hardware from Aussie and Do It Best and Markle Do It Best, serving all of Wells County from our 2 locations.
Strep throat doesn't call ahead. The flu doesn't RSVP. When illness arrives, it usually shows up unannounced. And so can you at Adams Medical Group Primary Care. At every stage of life, your primary care provider stands ready to offer same-day treatment. And if you need a higher level of care, our primary care team can direct you to the most appropriate care Adams offers. Primary care at Adams Medical Group, close by and compassionate.
Back at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, getting set for the second half of play. As again, we roll things along, as it'll be Norwell ball to start the third quarter, all tied at 24.
I can't wait to see what Coach Thornton does. Usually he comes out with some kind of out-of-bounds play, full court situation. So I'm kind of anxious to see what he does here. He comes out with a lot of good ones every year, so we'll see what they put in maybe at halftime to get somebody a quick bucket.
As they will inbound in front of us, Norris will trigger it in. And we'll do so to Ross Worm. We're underway here in the third quarter. Again, all tied at 24. With it is Norris. They'll pass around over to a Frank, who lost the handle momentarily, able to gain the dribble. Passing up ahead to a Ross Worm on the baseline. Loses it off her foot.
Well, sorry, Coach. I thought they would run a better play than that. But they got knocked out of bounds. So.
Yeah, well, you can't play on dribbling it off of your foot.
No.
Greensburg, their first possession, they have it knocked away. Last touched by Jada Dale. Nice defense.
So you'd think that they'd make that fake pass and run a back cut, and their eyes are going exactly where they're throwing the ball, and that's how Norwell can play better defense. They can see that.
Cross-court pass, nearly had it stolen away. With it is Larison. Over to Wilkeson, back to Larison. Larison loses the handle. It's picked up by West here on the near side. At the free throw line, the jumper is up and good by Miley Wilkeson. Greensburg retakes the lead, 26-24. Larison now with 10. Just under a minute gone by as that gets knocked away, and Norwell able to get it back. Norris passing out to Frank. Frank out to Norris. Norris, losing the handle, is able to pass it off to Frank. Frank coming back to the free throw line. Looking to pass and does on the weave. With it is Dale. Dale at the free throw line, right side of the lane. Will pass back out to a Rossworm. Has it knocked away, is able to get it back. Rossworm, left side of the lane. Stops from 8, up and under, thought about it. Instead will pass out to a Frank. Frank looking to drive inside. She'll spin and pass back out to Norris. Norris will drive inside. Her layup is up. That won't fall. Too short. Rebound Greensburg. That drought continues for Norwell. As with it now is Larison on the left side looking to pass. Falling down to the floor, and we're going to have a held ball. Arrow goes into the way of Greensburg.
Looks like she got kind of choked out there, and no call on that.
As it'll be inbounding in front of the scorer's table are Greensburg. In that 1-3-1 pressure, that gets knocked away, stolen away by Jada Dale. Jada stops, passing out to Norris. Thought about the three momentarily. Instead, will drive inside baseline, back out to Norris. Deep NBA three, rims out. Rebound Greensburg. They'll push the ball up the floor. They have numbers, and that gets knocked away, picked up by Greensburg. Long two at the other end is up, and a no good rebound being a track down. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Greensburg McQueen.
Like the first half is up and down and not getting much done.
Norwell triggers it in. With it is Rossworm. 5:45 to go here in the third. Greensburg with a 2-point lead, 26-24. With it is Frank on the right side. Stops, looking to pass inside. Still looking to pass and does. Inside to Green. Back out, and that pass stolen away. Intended for Frank, taken by Larison. Larison passing it off over to Wilkeson. Wilkeson double teamed, has it stolen away. It's Norris with the steal this time. She'll go coast to coast, layup up and good. We're tied at 26. Gives her 8. With it is Larison on the left side. Euro step is good.
I think she walked. I'm not sure it was a Euro step, but that's what they got to do, I think, take the ball to the bucket.
I think it might have been the Euro Asian step.
Well, it was.
You know, at the other end, layup up and good. Nice move by Rossworm. And we'll have a quick timeout by Norwell. It'll be a 30-second timeout as we will keep it here. And so we are tied once again at 28. Again, a nice spurt by the Norwell Lady Knights. Again, that strong defense in that zone really giving Greensburg fits.
It has, you know, and throwing it back, you know, to me, I think Norwell's doing a great job by watching where the eyes are going to go, and people from Greensburg are throwing where their eyes are going, and they've intercepted quite a few passes that way. So we'll find out, but it's not going to be a 70-point game or 65, I don't think.
Well, I was going to say if you were expecting a defensive game to turn away, well, it's not really been a defensive game.
No.
It's been, I hate to use this term, it's been a sloppy game.
Yes, it has been.
Which we could extend or expect that maybe the first 3, 4, 5 minutes, but we're 18 minutes in the game now.
Yep.
And tied at 28. Again, in this 3A game, it'll be Greensburg ball following the quick Norwell timeout. As it'll be Harmon bringing the ball up the floor, passing it off to Wilkeson. Back to Harmon. Harmon looking to pass, still needs to look and does. Finally to Wilkeson. Around over to McQueen on the left side. Wilkeson across court over to Harmon. Harmon will finally pass it off back to Wilkeson. Inside pass to McQueen, over to West. Her layup is going to be blocked out of bounds by Norris. That might be her, we'll say, third block of the year.
Well, maybe. That might be stretching it by 2, but we'll find out.
Lob pass inside to West. She loses the handle, falls to the floor. It's picked up by Norwell. With it is Rossworm. Slowing things up, passing over to Norris.
They got the numbers. They got to score.
Layup is up and good. Norris. That gives her 10. Norwell regains the lead, 30-28. You know, at the other end, up and under is going to be no good. That attempted by Powers, and the rebound to Norris. Rossworm with it now as we approach the 4-minute mark. Between the circles is Rossworm, and will head to her left, driving inside. Her layup is going to be blocked. Meanwhile, picked up and shot is up and no good by Norwell. Ball is loose, still loose, and is finally taken away by Greensburg. Passing it up ahead. Deep 3, that is going to be rimmed out, no good. Offensive rebound on the backside. Layup is up and no good by Wilkeson. Though she'll go to line to shoot twice following this timeout. 3:42 to go here in the, actually no, we'll keep it here. I forgot we shoot the free throws first. One of those pesky odd things that they threw in this year for the media timeouts. First free throw is up and good by Wilkeson, who is an 80% free throw shooter. Wilkeson setting up for the second free throw. That is up. That is good. And now we will have our media timeout. With 3:42 to go, it is Norwell 30 and Greensburg 30. You're listening to the 3A state finals of the IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament on WZBD.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this, I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this, they actually say it's called service. Insurance with a local agent, it's called service. Call State Farm agent Aaron Doherty in Bluffton today.
Family Ford of Bluffton knows the importance of strong family values and the success of the Norwell Lady Knights basketball team. Family Ford is proud to help support this radio broadcast of the state finals. Win or lose, Norwell has shown the dedication, perseverance, and strength of character that has helped them get to the state finals game 2 years in a row. Congratulations to the parents, grandparents, devoted fans, and the entire Norwell community for helping to make this a reality. Family Ford applauds you.
Since 1951, Bill's Roofing and Siding has been serving Wells County and surrounding areas, helping homeowners protect their home and in some cases bring it back to life. From metal and shingle roofing to siding, gutters, repairs, and storm damage, our experienced team has you covered rain or shine. Call Bill's Roofing and Siding Incorporated at 260-622-0178 and join us in cheering for our Norwell Lady Knights. Ladies, your hard work, heart, and determination inspires our entire community. Bring it home, Lady Knights.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where just like the halftime break, we are tied. This time at 33:42 to go here in the third quarter in this 3A state championship game. And Coach,
you know, one thing that surprised me is that, maybe one fast break points. That I think Norwell's got one fast break, and I don't know if Greensburg's got any fast break layups. And,
fast break points are 3-2.
Not very many for a team that both like to get out and run.
And that, by the way, is actually in the favor of Norwell, who have 10 steals already here in this ball game. But what's keeping Greensburg in, besides the turnover differential, that's keeping them out of the game, that being the offensive rebounds.
Yes.
As it'll be Norwell ball following the timeout. With it is Ross Worm between the circles. We'll head to her right. She'll drive inside her. Layup is up and good. Counted the foul.
There again, no help. The lane's wide open and no one comes to try to help her out. So,
as the foul will go against Harmon. That'll be her second foul. As Ross Worm will go to the line for the three-point play. It is up and good. 33-30 our score. You know, at the other end, pass too long. Another turnover on Greensburg.
Unforced. I mean, why would you want to throw it that far? And I don't know.
And if you remember from our conversation with Coach Thornton, you heard during our pregame coverage, they said they like to go fast, like to push the ball up the floor, 3-4 passes. They just haven't been smart passes.
No, they haven't. I mean, now you're talking about 18 turnovers, and that's not going to win you very many ball games.
At the other end, three ball, bullseye. Macy Solfrank gives her 9. It's 36-30. You know, at the other end, nearly stolen away. Floating is going to be short. Meanwhile, offensive rebound up and no good. A rebound being fought for. We're going to have a held ball. Arrow goes to Norwell.
Greensburg's got to hit those. I mean, if they're going to get in the ball game and have a chance of winning, they've got to get those easy buckets back in.
West re-entering the lineup for Greensburg, replacing Wilkeson. Norwell ball following the alternating possession. Rossworm bringing it up, crossing the timeline. 2:53 to go. Norwell with a 6-point lead, 33-30. Inside at the elbow with it is Dale, passing cross court back to Rossworm. Rossworm with it, cross court back to Solfrank. Solfrank right side over deep three. Waldman rims out, no good. And the rebound being tracked down and is taken away by Powers. Powers pushing the ball up the floor. Pass gets it back from West. She loses the handle. Another turnover on Greensburg. Rossworm with it. She'll pass it up ahead to Waldman. Waldman back out to a Rossworm. Left side looking to drive inside. We'll pass it back out. With it is Waldman again. Waldman stops at the free throw line, passing back out to Rossworm. Rossworm driving inside, and we're going to have a blocking foul before the shot. So it'll be a Norwell ball, baseline left.
That's probably the first help out they've had all game on somebody going down to Rossburg, really. I mean, Ross, because the first time they've done it, so maybe they've learned a little bit.
Foul goes against McQueen, her second. Again, the Rossworm triggering it in, baseline right. Looking, still looking. And finally will go into Jada Dale. Has a wide open lane, layup is up and good. Counted to the foul! Jada Dale's first points of the game. This the largest lead at 8 for Norwell. Looks to extend it to 9 on the old-fashioned three-point play. Dale, an 81% free throw shooter, converts. It's 39-30. A 9-0 run over the last 80 seconds for Norwell. Nice burst by the Lady Knights. Meanwhile, at the other end, driving inside, had a wide open lane momentarily. That gets knocked away. Last touch by Norwell. So far, a 9-0 run over the last minute 33 for the Knights.
I wonder if Greensburg has been this far behind with this short a time.
And the inbound will go to Larison. The shot is up and no good, too strong, but she will go to the line to shoot twice. As that will go against, I believe, Rossworm. That'll be her second. And that is the team's second of the quarter, as Larison at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up and good. That ends the 9-0 run by the Knights. Larison's second free throw is up, and that one is a short, and the rebound to Norwell. Norwell with it crossing the timeline, minute 45. Rossworm at the free throw line, passing out, thinking about the three momentarily was Waldman. Will drive inside to the left side lane, turnaround, shots up, too strong. Rebound taken away by West. West pushes the ball up the floor, heads on the right side. Euro step, shots up and good. And we're having a timeout called by Greensburg, as we will take it here. A quick 3-0 spurt by the Pirates makes it 39-33 with a minute 26 to go here in the third quarter.
And she made a great move. We haven't seen much of that, tonight, and they've got to start doing that, or they're going to be shut down here pretty quick.
West so far now with 10 points. Larison leading with 11 for Greensburg. Meanwhile, Rossworm leading the way, 13, and Norris with 10 for the Lady Knights. Our double-figure scorers thus far in the ball game. Both teams are shooting right around 35% so far in the game.
Which isn't bad, but Norwell's probably missed more easy shots than has Greenburg.
And both teams poor shooting outside the arc. Norwell 2 of 10, I have, and Greensburg 2 for 7. Norwell ball following the quick timeout, as again they lead 39-33, just under a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Rossworm goes right side lane, stops, looking to pass back out, and does to Waldman. Waldman out to the free throw line, over to Norris. Norris, right elbow, goes to the right side of the lane, and the right block. Her shot is up, and that won't fall. Rebound West. West pushing the ball up the floor, was looking for someone to pass to. Finally does on the handoff to Larison. Back off, thinking about the three. Instead, no, it's another travel. Miley Wilkinson with another travel.
I'd like to see that, but we're not going to get it on the replay. I don't know. We couldn't tell if it moved her feet or not. The crowd's in front of us, so we couldn't determine that.
Norwell with the ball, under a minute to go here in the third. Norris says they'll pass it around over to Waldman. Waldman, the left side, left block, up and under. That shot is going to be blocked out of bounds by Larison. It'll remain Norwell possession with 41.4 to go. They will inbound baseline left. It'll be Rossworm triggering it in, and does to Norris. Faking the handoff, going baseline left, stopping. Up and under move, that is going to be short. Rebound Greensburg. Norris wanted the call there to no avail. At the other end, stutter step move by Greensburg's Wilkinson. We'll bring it back up top with 26 seconds. Pass around over to Larison. Larison up top, double teamed. We'll pass around to Wilkinson. Wilkinson goes down the lane. Pass out. West for three is short. Rebound being fought for is loose, picked up, and stolen away. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Norwell. Nearly another steal for Addison Norris.
Wasn't a good three shot. I mean, I don't think that's her normal shot, though.
Yeah, she shoots just over 27.5% from three, does West. Lob pass will go inbound to Larison.
Going to try to post the big girl up here.
That pass gets knocked away, picked up by Norwell with 6 seconds. With it is Norris with 4, looking ahead. Norris, NBA three at the buzzer, is off to the left. And that will end the third quarter. We're through 3. It's Norwell 39, Greensburg 33. You're listening to the girls basketball 3A state championships from the IHSAA. You're on WZBD.
Clink Seals, Decatur's GE brand source appliance store, has over 400 GE appliances in stock, ready for delivery or customer pickup today. From the huge GE bottom freezer refrigerators to the small 17 cubic foot, GE gas and electric ranges, GE dishwashers, microwaves, and of course, GE laundry, top and front load. All available at Clink Seals, 1125 Southampton Drive, Decatur.
She shoots, she scores. How exciting! Good luck, Norwell Lady Knights.
This is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton. We're also excited about all of our new beautiful arrivals. Diamond fashion pendants, earrings, and rings, along with a great selection of birthstone jewelry and, of course, engagement rings.
We have fun sterling silver and steel jewelry as well. Daniel's Jewelers also offers in-store jewelry repair.
Stop in and see what we have to offer. Daniel's Jewelers, your source for fine jewelry in Bluffton.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Norwell student getting a selfie with former governor Eric Holcomb, who is sitting in front of us. Had a little bit of a shooting competition, a student from Norwell and a student from Greensburg.
And neither one shot. They're shooting like the girls are.
Well, especially from three, that is. Both of them struggled. Both had one chance at a half-court shot. And actually, the one chance that the Norwell student had actually almost made it in.
Yes.
Greensburg, not so much.
No.
Not sure if we're going to call that an omen for the fourth quarter, but we'll see. As it'll be a Greensburg ball following the quarter break. Again, the Norwell with the 6-point lead, 39-33. Inbound will go to Harmon. Apparently they still haven't done the update on the stat monitor. And that gets deflected away, stolen away. With it, Rossworm, one-on-one, layup, up, that falls home. Gives her 15, makes the score 41-33. Meanwhile, at the other end, with it is West. Looks to go baseline right, drives. Euro step is going to be short, might have been partially blocked, hits the bottom of the rim. Rebound, Norwell. I'll pass it up ahead. NBA 3, bullseye, Macy Solfrank, that's 12. And we're going to have a timeout, Greensburg. We will take it along with them. 7:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Norwell 44 and Greensburg 33. You're listening to the 3A Girls Basketball State Finals on WZBD.
Sports season, movies, or your favorite new TV show. Hi, this is Tina, and I want to introduce you to the season's biggest new must-see TV, 100-inch television for under $4,000. Smart Google LED panel TV, only available at selected authorized dealers. Imagine watching your favorite team on lifelike spectacular television. This is more than a TV, it's entertainment as you have never experienced. Stop in to view a new era in television at Innovative Concepts Audio Video, 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur. We bring technology to you.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto, and guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent, me, Ben Berman, is your go-to agent in Bluffton for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent Ben Berman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 260-824-1928 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello basketball fans, this is Kramer Fiesel with Velocity Motors, located on Highway 1 in Bluffton, Indiana. We have slashed our prices on over half of our inventory to prepare for tax season. Use your tax money to get into a newer, more reliable ride today here at Velocity Motors. Located conveniently on the north side of Bluffton, just down the road from your Lady Knights of Norwell. Let us be your friend during your next car buying experience. Find us on Facebook or check our inventory at velocitymotorsofbluffton.com. Go Lady Knights.
Yes, go Lady Knights indeed, as they have ballooned their lead up to 11 now, 44-33, with 35 seconds gone by here in the fourth quarter.
It's, if they keep playing this way, again, Greensburg has never seen this kind of defense before because they don't know how to handle it. They're just throwing the ball away, taking the ball to the bucket, but not being strong. And I don't think they've seen a team like Norwell this all year.
Yep. We were tied at 30 about midway through the third quarter. Since then, a 14-3 run for the Lady Knights, as it'll be a Greenberg ball following the timeout. As we await TV, as we normally have to, unfortunately, in the state finals game. I know both teams were long ready to go before the timeout concluded. Cross-court pass, thinking about the three, driving baseline, cross-court pass, long three. That is going to be short, attempted by Powers. Ball goes out of bounds, and will be Norwell ball.
Again,
and for the first time, we've got pressure, full court for the from the Pirates.
They're going to have to double right here. They're going to have to double. Well, they're not going to do it, I guess. I think Rossburg, who will bring it up every time unless she gets doubled.
And the stutter steps with it, deep three. Norris is going to be short. Rebound tracked on the right side, and we're going to have a foul that'll should go against Rossworm.
That's her third, I believe.
That is correct. Third, the first on the team this quarter. Just over a minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. It is, again, Norwell 44, Greensburg 33.
I think here you need to challenge Rossburg out front. Rossworm, and to see if she can get into foul trouble, because she got three. Take the ball right at her and see what she can do.
As Greensburg driving inside, three layup is up and no good. Too strong. Rebound Norwell.
That's what they got to do, I think. And they didn't make it, but they got to start doing that.
With it is Norris. Cross-court pass over to Jada Dale here on the near side. Cross-court back to Rossworm. Comes here to the left side. Coming back right. And we're going to have a foul call that'll go against Greensburg, and that will go against Emma McQueen. That's her third.
The only thing I don't like about that foul, they've been doing that all night, everybody, and they make a call now, which good for Norwell, but I don't think it's been called that way very well all night.
Looking inbound, we're going to have a timeout. Norwell unable to trigger it in. As it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. With 6:35 to go here in the fourth, it is Norwell 44, Greensburg 33. And real quickly, I'd like to again thank all of our sponsors who've been with us along the ride here, to include all the way up to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Again, just to give you an update, we'll try to get here the pickup of the award winners. Unfortunately, we will not be able to get the coaches or any of the players after the game, but we will try to get some interviews and stuff after the game, as they don't allow any of the interviews here on the floor. They take them back to the interview room, often the lofts in the dungeon here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. So we'll try to get that for you. Try to get that and email that back to the studios and air some of those throughout the course of the evening tonight, and of course through the weekend and into a Monday. Norwell triggers it in. It's going to be Norris triggering in into the post to Rossworm. Her shot from the left hand is up and no good. Rebound being fought for, and we're going to say last touch by Norwell, which may be a good thing because there should have been a foul called instead.
And we really haven't had that many fouls called all night.
Let's see. And now that you say that, we're probably going to have about 15 here in the final 6 minutes. So if that happens, again, all hate mail will go toward Lou Koning. Greensburg with the ball.
I can handle it.
You were a former coach. You should be used to it.
Yes.
Another turnover. Another steal. With it is Rossworm. She'll head to the left side. Stops, passing cross-court over to Saul Frank. That three will rim off, no good. Rebound West.
Greensburg's had chances, but they can't get a bucket.
With it is a Powers inside pass to West, and we're going to have a foul called. Trying to pass it in, unable to corral it in.
That's 4 if it's on Rossford.
Let's see. No, it's going to be on 12. Olivia Green, that's her third. Because I thought it was on the back side of the play, so I knew it wasn't going to be on Rossworm. Lob pass inside to West. Layup is up and good. Counting in the foul. First points in the quarter for the Pirates. As that foul will go against Green, her fourth. She will head to the bench. As West will go to the line for the free throw. With 5:49 to go, the free throw is up, and that is going to be short. Rebound, Norwell.
She struggled at the foul, and she's 0 for 2. And that's a girl you may want to foul if we have to.
With it is Solfrank heading right side, stops, so looking to pass and does to Dale. Dale brings it back out up top, being pressure guarded. He'll pass out to Norris here on the left side. Norris at the elbow, spin move, stop, passes back out to Dale. Dale with a double screen will drive inside, passing back out to Rossworm. Rossworm will drive inside. Her floater is up, and that is too strong. Rebound fought for, taken by West. And we're going to have a late but probably good foul called on Bella Swineford. Coach Thornton doesn't really like it, but it's just a lot of body, which is what called West to fall down.
Swinford is playing really strong tonight. She's I haven't seen her play this tough all year.
44-35, Greensburg with the ball, down by 9. As a double team, they'll pass inside to a West, and we're going to have a foul called. As that will go against Norris. That'll be her second. And it should be the team's fourth. Actually, no, that's the team's fifth, so they'll be shooting the rest of the way. So West will be at the free throw line to shoot twice.
Good thing about the new rule now is 2 automatically, and not 1 and 1. And she's 0 for 2, so that's going to give her maybe opportunity to hit one of them, if not both.
First free throw, that is going to be off.
I think I might keep fouling her.
She is a 61% free throw shooter on the season. Second free throw, that rims out no good. And the rebound to Norris. They'll push it up ahead, passing off with it is Solfrank. Back to a Rossworm. And we're going to have a off-ball foul called. That'll go against Greensburg. As that will go against Harmon. That'll be her second, and that'll be the team's third. As it'll be Norwell ball, they'll inbound here right in front of us. And does, with it is Solfrank, back to Rossworm. Rossworm stopping at the block, back out, deep three, Solfrank! That one airballed. Trying to save it was Rossworm, but she was out of bounds.
Yeah. She had a good look. I thought it's good. She's going to knock that one down.
Maybe a bit of a heat check again, going beyond the NBA line. West with it here in the backcourt, passes it off with it as Wilkerson driving inside. Her layup is going to be off. Rebound, however, up and in by West. Norwell with the ball, leading by 7. 44-37. We're going to have a timeout called for Norwell. And we will take it along with them with 4:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is Norwell 44, Greensburg 37. You're listening to the Girls Basketball 3A State Championship on WZBD.
Introducing the Bundler by F&M Bank, the checking account that saves you money on items you're already paying for every day. Enjoy all the features you expect, plus exclusive benefits at your fingertips when you download the Bundler app by F&M. F&M Bank's newest checking account is designed to make your life easier and more affordable. Don't wait. Open your new account today. Visit them at your local F&M branch or online at fm.bank. Member FDIC.
Why buy when you can rent and save? Opened in 2016, Bluffton Rent Co. has the mission of providing reliable equipment for rent to the contractors and residents of Bluffton and surrounding areas. Reasonably priced equipment for home, business, or party items and more. Call 260-824-4000 or stop by 975 North Main Street, Bluffton. Visit our website at blufftonrentco.com. When you need it, rent it from Bluffton Rent Co.
It may be too chilly to brave the cold weather and play 9 holes outside right now, but don't let that stop you from playing the game you love. Visit Par and Below on Main Street in Bluffton and play golf in one of their 5 new golf simulators all winter long. Located across from Wendy's in Bluffton, Par and Below provide games and entertainment for the casual player who's looking for something fun to do in the evenings. Or if you're a serious golfer, take part in one of their winter leagues. Staffed from 9 until 9, Par and Below is perfect for birthday parties, corporate meetings, or a date night. Visit Par and Below in Bluffton today.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. 4:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. Norwell with the 44-37 lead. Coach, if you're Coach Thornton, what are you saying during this timeout?
Take your time. If you got open, he's going to shoot the ball no matter what it is. But they don't hold the ball very well, or they don't try to. So just play the way you normally do, but just take your time. You know, if you gotta make a good pass, then call a timeout or whatever you got to do. But don't turn it over, and play good defense, and play the way we have all year. And I think, that's about all he will tell the girls, and that's all they'll probably do. But they're not going to be afraid to shoot it, and I don't blame them.
Yeah. But, of course, like we said, I know especially last week, when has Norwell been known to slow down?
Never. So they're not going to slow down now.
No, they have gone the last 3 minutes without scoring a point. As it'll be Rossworm triggering it in to Saul Frank. Rossworm gets it back. 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Norwell with the ball and a 7-point lead. With it is Norris as the Knights run the weave. Rossworm with it at the elbow. Back out to Norris.
They keep running that until they get something good. Then that's the same as a stall.
Saul Frank with it to Rossworm. Fans behind us winning a travel, but it was bobbled, so therefore no travel. Inside, up and under, Norris, good. Gives her 12, makes the score 46-37.
She makes shots that you wouldn't think that she could make.
At the other end, bobbling the ball, we'll pass it off. With it is Larison driving inside. Her up and under is going to be short. Rebound to take it away, and nice defense also by Swineford.
See, that's too bad they take a shot like that because there's no way. Just trying to get fouled.
Rossworm with it, passing out. With it is Dale. Dale brings it back up top, moves over to the right, over to Norris. Norris looking to pass back to Dale. It's Saul Frank with it now. Saul Frank right side, closely guarded. Now with it is Rossworm, driving inside, back out to Norris.
And keep running clock, ladies.
3:16. That shot, we're going to actually, before the shot, we're going to have a body contact. It'll go out of bounds. As that foul will go against Claire Larison. That'll be her second. As Wilkerson will take a seat for the Pirates. Norwell triggering in baseline right. It'll be Rossworm to trigger it in. And we'll go out deep to Swineford. And a cheap foul called against West, reaching in from the backside.
I'm not understanding what she's trying to do other than maybe make a steal, but she wasn't in a position to get the ball.
That's the fourth team foul, so we will be shooting free throws the rest of the way on both sides.
And that might be another reason. Get them to 5 where they can get to the foul line. Hope they don't make them.
With it is Swineford, picks up the dribble, looking to pass, still looking to pass, hasn't knocked away, it's stolen away by West. She's got numbers, she's ahead of everyone else, her layup is up and good. Again, full court pressure by the Pirates. Inbound will go toward Rossworm, who is double teamed, and we're going to have, actually they're not going to call the foul, as it'll go off of Rossworm's leg and out of bounds. Rossworm trying to plead her case to the official, and all he can do is just smile and say, we'll see about that.
I'm not sure that she didn't get fouled, but...
So it'll be a Greensburg ball following the turnover. They inbound baseline left. Inbound will go to Larison. A hand back off. 3 ball is going to be too long. Rebound being fought for, taken away, stolen away by teammates, and we're going to have a held ball. Arrow will go toward Norwell.
Yeah.
2:53 to go, or excuse me, 2:45 to go. It is Norwell again with the lead, 46-39. Again, the full court pressure for from the Pirates, I should say. Give and go. Norris will have it. She'll bring the ball up the floor for the Knights, being double teamed, trapped in the corner. We'll have that, and we're going to have a. Are we calling a foul there? Because I don't understand his mechanics. Yes,
Yeah.
that is. It'll be a foul on Larison. That'll be her third. And so that will send Macy Solfrank to the line for 2 free throws.
I think anybody that Norwell sends to the line is going to hit free throws. So if they do, they're going to win the ball game.
Solfrank free throw, that rims out. Of course, you would have to say something like
Well,
that.
I'm sorry.
I was just going to say she's a 71% free throw shooter.
She'll make this one then.
She does. That one rolls true. It's 47-39. With it is West. Might have got away with the travel twice. Cross-court pass, up and under. Shot is up and good by Larison. We are going to have a timeout, and we will keep it here. With 2:28 to go, it is Norwell with the 6-point lead, 47-41.
You know, what they're doing right now, they should be doing all game. I mean, you know, they can score almost any time they want, but they waited for, 4 minutes to go in the ball game, and it's going to probably be too late.
And both teams are in the bonus. We'll be shooting the rest of the way. West right now the leading scorer both ways with 16, Larison with 13. Only double-figure scorers for Greensburg. Meanwhile, for Norwell, Rossworm has 15, Solfrank 13, and Norris has 12. It'll be Norwell ball following the quick 30-second timeout by Greensburg. And by the way, we'll mention should it be needed, the arrow pointing in the way of the Pirates. Norwell will inbound from baseline left. Again, we'll have a baseline privilege with the full court pressure being utilized by the Pirates. Appears to be just a straight man-to-man pressure. Be Rossworm triggering in, and it does to a Solfrank, and a foul.
Well, I'm not sure I'd want to foul her, but I guess they have to foul to try to.
Well, the other question is, do you really want to play the foul game with 2 minutes and 26 seconds to go?
No, you shouldn't, but especially with Norwell, the way they shoot it. So I'll be quiet on that because I wanted to make them here.
Free throw.
Oh, hey, there I go. Sorry, Coach.
If this keeps up, I do have the mute button I can use
Okay,
on you. So.
do that. Please hit the mute button.
Solfrank sets up for the second free throw. That one rims out, no good. Rebound by West. 2:15 to go. The pass back out. Thinking about the three was Wilkeson. Wilkeson pressured in the backcourt. The lob pass into a West will drive baseline. Her layup is going to be short. Might have been partially blocked. Might also got away with the travel. Rossworm with it. Rossworm crossing the timeline with 2 minutes. Rossworm driving inside. Stops. That is going to be blocked. Is picked up by West, who throws it off of Rossworm's leg out of bounds. That might be one where I would say Rossworm might have rushed that possession.
Yes. But they do that, you know, but they let them play that way all year, so they're not going to change.
Under 2 minutes to go. Greensburg with the ball, trailing by 6. Driving inside, floating layup. That is going to be too strong. Rebound being fought for. It is going to be fought for again. We're going to have a held ball. And as we mentioned, that arrow goes to Greensburg. 1:47 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Greensburg will inbound baseline right.
They got to get the ball inside. That's where they're scoring right now. And right now
they look to pass inside. Instead, a deep three. That is going to be short. Rebound is taken away by Rossworm at the three-point line. Rossworm crossing the timeline. Rossworm drives right side, passing out to a Solfrank.
Keep running a weave.
That they are. With it is Dale. Dale goes to the right. With it, a Rossworm now coming back to the left.
Don't even look at the bucket, ladies. You don't need to look at the bucket.
Student section across the way, along with the Norwell fans cheering on, as we're going to have a foul on Greensburg finally. It'll be Addie Norris going to line for 2 free throws. As that foul will go against Miley Wilkeson, her second. Norris just a 58% free throw shooter. But makes that one. See, now that's how you're supposed to do it, Coach.
Okay. She's 50%, and she's made her first one, so she'll make this one.
Okay.
Don't be there. Oh, jeez. Forget it.
I give
Hit
up.
the button, would you?
That means I'd have to do all the talking and
I
not
know
get a
it.
break. Minute 15 to go. Cross-court pass. Thinking about the three. Shooting the three. Three too long. Rebound West. West spin move. 1-on-3. We're going to have a foul called from the backside. As that will go against Addie Norris. That'll be her third.
And Greensburg 0 for 7 from threes this half.
As it'll be West going to line for 2 free throws. West, who is actually... Did I miss something? Oh, no, they called it on Green, excuse me.
Yeah.
That was on Green. That's her 5th. I was like, why are we letting a substitution in? As the free throw rims out by West. So Olivia Green checks out of the ball game, scoreless.
She's due to hit one, so I do it. She
hits that one. Does West, as coming in will be McQueen for the Pirates. Norris will trigger it in. Baseline left. As it'll be, again, the man pressure on the full court pressure. Inbound will go to a Rossworm. Rossworm one-on-one guarded by McQueen. Now a second will come out to help. Crossing the timeline, ahead with it is Dale. Dale, and we're going to have a foul called. That will go against Mary Harmon. That'll be her third. As it'll be Jada Dale going to the line for 2 free throws. We'll see if my luck works again. She is an 81% free throw shooter on the season.
I'm not going to say a word.
With 59 seconds to go. Dale setting up, 2 dribbles, shot. Oh. Okay, now I'm going to shut up. You take it the rest of the way.
Okay. She's going to make this one.
Okay. Again, 59 seconds to go. Norwell with the lead, 48-42. Second free throw by Dale. That one is too strong. Rebound, though, by Rossworm. And she will get fouled. That foul will go against Allie Powers. That'll be her first.
Well, I'm going to say she'll make both of these.
I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to say she's going to shoot 2 free throws. As, again, Rossworm at the line. Spins it, shoots it, swishes it.
She's too good a foul shooter.
She is a 78.5% free throw shooter.
But at this kind of time, with on the clock, going to win a game, I think she's, I'd let her shoot every time.
Rossworm's second free throw, that is up. That is true. That gives her 17, makes the score 50-42, 53 seconds.
And the game's over. I don't think there's any way that they can come back.
3 ball is too strong. Rebound being fought for is going to be taken away by Greensburg. Driving inside, the shot is up and no good by Wilkeson. Weak rebound, being loose, being picked up. We're going to have a held ball. Arrow goes to Norwell. 39 seconds. As McQueen will re-enter the lineup.
Here's one thing I don't understand about Greensburg. They got a girl at half court, put her up here on Rossburg, and don't let her get the ball.
And inbound will go to a Rossworm. Rossworm being double teamed.
Rossworm
breaks the 3 people pressuring her, stops, and will pass out to a Norris who is fouled. That foul will go against Claire Larison, her 4th.
It doesn't matter. Game's over. They can't. Greensburg cannot win this game.
Yep. Norris will go line to shoot 2.
They don't shoot the ball well enough right now, and Eric can start breathing over there.
Free throw, good. As Powers re-enters the lineup, replacing McQueen for the Pirates.
A 9-point, no, it's impossible. For Norwell.
Second free throw, swish.
It's impossible.
29 seconds, it's 52-42.
Belmont's going to be our state champ.
With it is Wilkeson, cross-court pass and around over to Powers for 3. Airballed. Loose rebound is going to be picked up by Norwell. And we're going to have a foul against Mary Harmon, her 4th. You hear the Norwell student section along with the parents, the adults, everyone from Northern Wells County is cheering away.
Neat thing about this is before the tournament started, they said there's 3 teams can win the state. Greensburg's never in it. It was Belmont, Norwell, or Columbia City. And I totally agree. Those were the three best teams in the state, even though Greensburg was undefeated. I think any of those three teams could have beat Greensburg, in my opinion, which means absolutely nothing today.
First free throw is up and good by Norris. Rather, the foul was against Harmon. It actually was her fifth.
Yeah, just
second
let the
free throw,
clock
no
run.
good.
Don't foul, just let them shoot it.
13 seconds, layup up and too strong. Rebound being fought for. It goes into the hands of Norris, who unfortunately is standing out of bounds. 8.6 to go. It is 53-42. Norwell leads by 11. Inbound, lob into West. Her shot is up way too strong. Rebound up and no good with 5 seconds. Another rebound, shots up and good. But the final 2 seconds will go off the floor. The inbound to Norwell. And Norwell, you can take the knee and you can be crowned the queens of Class 3A in girls basketball in this 50th annual IHSAA State Finals. The final, Norwell 53, Greensburg 44. When we come back, we'll give you a wrap-up and tell you all the awards and more. You're listening to the 3A State Finals of the IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament on WZBD.
Hi, this is Lee at Adams Wells Internet Telecom TV. We're proud to be the first service provider to bring gigabit internet TV and broadband services to Bluffton, Indiana. Fiber-powered gig-speed internet provides the speed, capacity, and total reliability for today's growing digital business community. This means instant downloading, greater productivity, increased bandwidth, and the ability to start and grow local business right here at home. Call Adams Wells Internet Telecom TV to find out how you can employ gig-speed internet services for your home or business.
Lauren's Body Shop in Bluffton is family-owned and operated since 1951. Lauren's Body Shop combines advanced collision repair technology with the highest level of customer service. Rated 5 stars on Google, Lauren's Body Shop provides you with a stress-free, high-quality repair of your damaged vehicle. Serving Adams, Wells, Jay, and Huntington counties for 3 generations, you can trust Lauren's Body Shop to do it right the first time. Find Lauren's on East Dustman Road in Bluffton.
As the temperatures start to rise, it's never too early to start thinking about getting a better handle on your lawn this summer. Before things green up this spring, put a call in to Potter's Lawn Service. Kirk is your expert in Wells County for lawn fertilization and weed control. Give him a call at 260-820-0437 or look him up on Facebook. Servicing Wells and surrounding counties, Potter's Lawn Service is ready to get started on your lawn today.
Lately, it seems like hands have fallen on hard times. Between swiping, texting, and double tapping, you could say our hands have become all thumbs. But hands were made to make things. They're builders, helpers, artisans, and workers. So do away with idle hands. Give yours something to make with hardware from Aussie and Do It Best and Markle Do It Best, serving all of Wells County from our 2 locations.
Adams Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers at many high school athletic events. These trainers specialize in injury prevention. Dr. Robert Kinney is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation as well as sports medicine, while Dr. David Coates is board certified in orthopedic surgery. Both Adams Medical Group physicians will be there to provide non-surgical and surgical care. Visit adamshospital.org or call 1-833-724-DOCS to schedule an appointment.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this, I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this, they actually say it's called service. Insurance with a local agent, it's called service. Call State Farm agent Aaron Doherty in Bluffton today.
Family Ford of Bluffton knows the importance of strong family values and the success of the Norwell Lady Knights basketball team. Family Ford is proud to help support this radio broadcast of the state finals. Win or lose, Norwell has shown the dedication, perseverance, and strength of character that has helped them get to the state finals game 2 years in a row. Congratulations to the parents, grandparents, devoted fans, and the entire Norwell community for helping to make this a reality. Family Ford applauds you.
Since 1951, Bill's Roofing and Siding has been serving Wells County and surrounding areas, helping homeowners protect their home and in some cases bring it back to life. From metal and shingle roofing to siding, gutters, repairs, and storm damage, our experienced team has you covered rain or shine. Call Bill's Roofing and Siding Incorporated at 260-622-0178 and join us in cheering for our Norwell Lady Knights. Ladies, your hard work, heart, and determination inspires our entire community. Bring it home, Lady Knights.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. We're again the Norwell Knights, your Class 3A state champions. They defeat Greensburg 53-44. As they working on the Mental Attitude Award winner, making that announcement. We'll try to get that for you here shortly.
It probably won't be from Norwell. Possibly with them being...
Of course, Norwell with only 2 seniors, so they unfortunately suffered injuries late in the season. Yeah, no surprise there, Leah West for Greensburg, given the honor of being the Mental Attitude Award winner here in Class 3A.
I saw Mike Scavar, who I met coming in. He was over there talking, so I knew that it's going to be on Greensburg.
Again, we'll give you a recap as Norwell virtually led from start to finish, only 3 lead changes in the ball game. Led at the end of the first quarter 13-11. And they were outscored in the second by Greensburg 13-11, tied the score at 24, as there were 9 ties in the ball game. Norwell then jumped out. They were tied at 30, but then finished the quarter on a 9-3 run. Led 39-33 at the end of 3. That lead ballooned 44-33, their largest lead at 11. And Norwell would then continue to go on and cruise to the victory. A final 53-44. Scoring in the game will start first for Greensburg, as they were led in scoring by Leah West with 17 points. It was 13 for Claire Larison. Also Miley Wilkeson with 9. 3 points for Mary Harmon, and 2 points for Allie Powers. Emma McQueen saw action but did not score, as Greensburg falls to 27-1 on the season, falling just short of a state title. Meanwhile, for your victorious Norwell Knights, it was Vanessa Rossworm leading the way with 17 points, 16 for Addie Norris, 13 for Macy Solfrank. Also, it was Ashley Waldman with 4, Jada Dale with 3. Also participating and not making their way on the scoreboard was Bella Swineford, along with Olivia Green. Again, Norwell leading virtually from the start to finish. The final, Norwell, your state champions, defeating Greensburg 53-44. We'll take a look inside the numbers with the coach after this quick break, as you're listening to the 3A state finals, where Norwell, your state champions, here on WZBD.
Clink Seals, Decatur's GE brand source appliance store, has over 400 GE appliances in stock, ready for delivery or customer pickup today. From the huge GE bottom freezer refrigerators to the small 17 cubic foot, GE gas and electric ranges, GE dishwashers, microwaves, and of course GE laundry, top and front load. All available at Clink Sales, 1125 Southampton Drive, Decatur.
She shoots, she scores. How exciting! Good luck, Norwell Lady Knights.
This is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton. We're also excited about all of our new beautiful arrivals. Diamond fashion pendants, earrings, and rings, along with a great selection of birthstone jewelry and, of course, engagement rings.
We have fun sterling silver and steel jewelry as well. Daniel's Jewelers also offers in-store jewelry repair.
Stop in and see what we have to offer. Daniel's Jewelers, your source for fine jewelry in Bluffton.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, Whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates, Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Your home is special. It reflects your sense of community. It's your pride and hard work. It's special. Hi, this is Tina from Innovative Concepts, where we have the expertise to design and install cutting-edge sound, lighting, and security to your special place. Stop in at 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur, or give us a call to learn how we can help make your home glow in the evening. Innovative Concepts Audio Video. We bring technology to you.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto, and guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent, me, Ben Berman, is your go-to agent in Bluffton for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent Ben Berman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 260-824-1928 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where again the Norwell Knights, your 3A state champions, as they defeat undefeated Greensburg by a final of 53-44. Again, it was Vanessa Rossworm leading the way with 17, Addie Norris with 16, and Macy Solfrank with a 13. And to look inside the numbers, the coach, Lou Koning.
Okay, for Norwell, there were 16 of 43 from 2, 3 of 15 from 3, or 19 of 58, 12 of 20 from the foul line, 5 offensive, 32 defensive rebounds, 7 turnovers, 5 assists. For Greensburg, they were 17 of 40 from 2, 2 of 11 from 3, 19 out of 51, 4 of 10 from the foul line, 10 offensive, 38 defensive rebounds, 22 turnovers, 4 assists. And I think it goes back to poor shooting on the part of Greensburg, too many turnovers, not getting the ball inside. And looking back, I think Norwell just played a lot tougher schedule than what Greensburg did. No fault of Greensburg. And Norwell deserved it. And like I said, hats off to 3 teams in our conference that maybe could have won it all too, but Norwell came out victorious and they deserved it. Coach Thornton deserves it. He's been around a long time, and what a great friend, and what a great coach, and what a great program he has at Norwell. So very proud of Norwell, and I guess from what we understand, next year they'll be playing 4A instead of 3A.
Actually, no, they will still stay 3A because this was the first year of the 2-year cycle.
Okay, but I read it where it says if it's 2 years in a row.
Yeah, no, because they go in every 2-year cycles. This was the first year of the 2-year cycle. So it's going to depend on how they do next year on how they do that.
Okay, but everybody else.
Everyone gets confused about that, but thankfully I know that.
Well, then now Belmont, sorry, you're not happy that they're coming back. So, but no, it's a great opportunity. They did everything they needed. They only had 7 turnovers compared to 22. They shot the free throws better. And they just played, they were a lot tougher than Greensburg, and they deserve what they got, and they won it.
Yes. Again, the final 53-44. Let's recognize these Norwell Lady Knights. Of course, we'll start with the 2 seniors who unfortunately could not play in the game today due to injury. That included Rylan Graft along with Mackenzie Beck. Your roster includes junior Addison Norris, freshman Mia Kurtz, junior Ashley Waldman, also a sophomore Eden Nash, a sophomore Olivia Green, junior Larkin Smith, a sophomore Haley Williamson, also a sophomore Carly Strunk, a junior Macy Solfrank, also junior Vanessa Rossworm, another junior Jada Dale, and a sophomore Bella Swineford. Again, the head coach Eric Thornton picking up his 475th and probably his favorite victory of all time, that claiming the 3A state title here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Well, anybody that's won the state tournament, just got to go out crazy, and like I said, he deserved everything he gets because he runs a program from first grade all the way up to seniors, and they love to play for him. And if it is true, they could be back here next year again.
Yes, as the Lady Knights getting their state medals. As we will wrap things up, of course, we won't be able to speak with any of them. Like I mentioned, we'll try to get interviews here momentarily after all of the awards, and they cut down the nets here momentarily as well. So we'll try to get those interviews and email those back to the studios, and we'll be able to have those for you throughout the course of the evening and through the weekend. Thanks to all of our sponsors who've been with us throughout this journey to the state finals. And thanks back to Steve Rouse back at our studios. For the coach, Lou Koning, I'm Dave Nathan saying have a good evening. We're again the Norwell Lady Knights, your state champions in Class 3A, as they defeat Greensburg by a final of 53-44. I'm Dave Nathan saying have a good night. You've been listening to the 3A state finals on WZBD.